This is WOPP in Up, Alabama. The time is 6 a.m.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. U.S. air safety regulators facing increasing pressure to ground the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliner following two deadly crashes involving the plane, the latest accident last Sunday in Ethiopia. A growing number of countries and airlines have taken the MAX 8 out of service, while Boeing insists the aircraft is safe. There have been reports of potential problems with the new plane.
There are at least two reports on record from U.S. airline pilots describing issues with Boeing 737 MAX jets. Both pilots reported the nose of their Boeing 737 MAX 8 jets tilted down sharply soon after engaging the autopilot. In both cases, the pilots recovered control after disconnecting the autopilot. The reports were filed last year in a database compiled by NASA. The Boeing 737 MAX 8 is under renewed scrutiny after last weekend's crash of an Ethiopian Airlines jet in which all 157 people on board were killed. I'm Mike Rossi.
Paul Manafort today faces his second sentencing hearing in as many weeks, with a judge expected to tack on additional prison time beyond the roughly 4-year punishment he's already received. It has yet to be completed, but House Democrats expected to vote today to release the Mueller report.
It's a non-binding resolution calling for the public release of any parts of the report that are allowed by law. It also calls on Attorney General William Barr to send the entire report to Congress. Unlike former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, Barr hasn't recused himself from the Mueller probe.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines. California Governor Gavin Newsom will issue an executive order placing a moratorium on all executions in the state. There are 737 inmates on California's death row, although no one has been put to death in the state in 13 years. Wall Street Dow futures down 24 points, NASDAQ futures 6 points higher. More of these stories at townhall.com.
When it comes to your pain, many of you might be skeptical, like I was, about ordering Relief Factor. Pat Boone again for this wonderful 100% drug-free supplement designed to help your own body lower or eliminate occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living. I'm not skeptical any longer. The 3-week quick start is now discounted to only $19.95. Why don't you let us see if we can get you out of pain, too, at ReliefFactor.com.
Are you a responsible person who finds yourself growing deeper in credit card debt? Then get ready for a toll-free number that will put you on a path to financial recovery. Trinity Debt Management will consolidate your accounts and work with your creditors. You'll save thousands and become debt-free for keeps. If your debt has you down, we should talk. Call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976. 1-800-990-6976. 1-800-990-6976.
Vietnam is urging Malaysia to release the second woman accused of killing the estranged half-brother of North Korea's dictator.
Vietnam may have felt pressure to do so in behalf of Doan Thi Huong following the surprise release of her co-defendant on Monday. This may be more difficult for Malaysia. Unlike Siti Aisha, there is security camera video showing Miss Huang putting her hands over the face of Kim Jong-nam and then dashing to the bathroom, apparently to wash them. Last August, the judge cited this evidence as the reason he believed she had a case to answer, that she may have known she'd smeared a dangerous substance on the North Korean man.
The BBC's Jonathan Head. Australian Roman Catholic Cardinal George Pell, most senior Catholic to be convicted of child sex abuse and sentenced to 6 years in prison for molesting 2 choir boys in a Melbourne, Australia cathedral more than 20 years ago. News and analysis, townhall.com. The Southern California water regulator has agreed to store extra water in a key reservoir, a bid to preserve a multi-state drought plan for the Colorado River.
The board of the Metropolitan Water District voted unanimously Tuesday to take over the obligations of the nearby Imperial Irrigation District. Imperial's demands for $200 million for a separate project to protect the Salton Sea threaten to blow up the drought plan ahead of a deadline next week. Metropolitan says the efforts to preserve the salty lake southeast of Los Angeles shouldn't stall the plan to protect the river that serves 40 million people. Its action essentially writes Imperial out of the drought plan. The U.S. government could impose its own rules for water going to California, Arizona, and Nevada if 7 states can't reach an agreement. Keith Peters reporting.
French President Macron will be in Kenya today. It will be the first visit by a French leader since the East African nation's independence 1963. More of these stories at townhall.com.
That's for sports. I'm Patrick Foss. While NFL free agency officially kicks off today, the Giants and Jets found a way to overshadow things. While the Jets and running back Le'Veon Bell have agreed on a deal worth $52 million over 4 years, the Cleveland Browns are sending first and third round picks this year, along with safety Jabril Peppers, to the Giants for wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. St. Mary's ended the nation's longest winning streak at top-ranked Gonzaga's 6-year reign as West Coast Conference Tournament champions upsetting the Bulldogs 60-47. Snapping the Zags' 18-game tournament winning streak dating back to 2012. St. Mary's win gives them an automatic bid to the big dance. In the NHL, it was Pittsburgh 5-3 over Washington. Penguins center Evgeny Malkin says he's grateful for his teammates for setting him up to score his 1,000th career NHL point.
Thank you, my teammates. It's like, of course, a special day for my family. Like, playing hockey all my life, you know, it's like amazing to be here.
This is SRN Sports. San Jose continues to top the Western Conference after 5-4 win over Winnipeg. Sharks center Gustav Nyquist, who scored 2 goals, says it was his most productive game since being traded to Sharks 7 games ago.
They're all really good players on this team. You know, anytime I mean, it's the first time I've joined a new team, obviously playing differently, but you know, playing real good players out there, and that makes it a lot easier, I think.
Calgary clobbered New Jersey 9-4 as the Flames stay 1 point behind the Western Conference leading Sharks. It was Columbus 7-4 over Boston, Dallas 2, Buffalo 0, Montreal 3, Detroit 1, Arizona 3, St. Louis 1, Anaheim 3-2 over Nashville. NBA Finals, Eastern Conference leader Milwaukee topped New Orleans 113-113. It was Denver 133, Minnesota 107, Indiana 103, New York 98, Philadelphia 106, Cleveland 99, the LA Lakers 123, Chicago 107. San Antonio 112, Dallas 105, and Portland 125, the LA Clippers 104. With SRN Sports, I'm Patrick Foss.
Let's power savings. Saving energy begins with a well-maintained heating and cooling system. To save energy, change your air filters monthly and make sure there's nothing around your outdoor unit that could restrict airflow. It only takes a few minutes. So start saving energy and money today. This message from Covington Electric Cooperative. We value your membership. We value you.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is open Tuesday through Saturday, and now open on Sunday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Also, Thirsty Thursday, happy hour and jam session on Thursday. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Now, karaoke on Sundays at 2 p.m. 3 pools Tuesday and Thursday. And we have bar stack. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm George Manzani. The FAA is on the spot for defending the airworthiness of Boeing's fleet of 737 MAX jets after a host of nations have closed airspace to them. Former NTSB Chairman Jim Hall tells the Salem Radio Network why there's worry.
There were similar oscillations on both of these flights. They both disappeared very quickly.
2 similar fatal crashes overseas have claimed hundreds of lives. Also overseas, a negotiated Brexit is on the ropes in Britain, defeated by 149 votes last evening. A new vote is set in Parliament today whether to have the so-called hard Brexit with no deal. Another vote would be scheduled if this one fails as to whether Britain should ask to extend the March 29th deadline to depart from the EU. On Wall Street, a mixed finish yesterday. The Dow down 96, S&P, NASDAQ modestly up. With SRN Business, I'm George Manzani.
No. Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 off the airport road. Now we got it. Blade and Wing Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best in the air. Come and visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under free. the Blaine and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meal a great experience. Top Bobcat baseball and softball broadcast here on WOPB. Brought to you by Southern Independent Bank, Hardy, The Country Kitchen, Op Health and Rehab, CCB Community Bank, J.M. Jackson, Chevrolet Buick, TNC Pharmacy, Ford Beverage Company of Troy, Blade and Green Cafe, Opportunity EMS, J.R. Lumber Shop, S&B Communication, Mediacom, the City of Bob, Mayor Brackey, the council members, and the city employees. Tune in to Bobcat Baseball and Softball here on WOPB, your official Bobcat Broadcast Connection.
This is Coach Michael Cassidy, listening to WOPB.
It has approved a gas tax increase. With a news flash, I'm Joy Barge on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. On Tuesday, the Alabama legislature gave final approval to a 10-cent per gallon gas tax increase, handing a victory over to Governor Kay Ivey. The tax will be used to fund road and bridge construction. Prosecutors say a former Alabama police officer has pleaded guilty to sex crimes in 2017 involving a 15-year-old boy. Authorities say a then 39-year-old Shane Osborne met the teen on the Grindr app, then met and had sex with him in a parking lot in his patrol car. An Alabama inmate is on a hunger strike. Robert Earl Council is on a hunger strike to protest what his attorney calls the Alabama Department of Corrections' unconstitutional use of solitary confinement. The Department of Corrections didn't comment on the man's confinement or health. Council is serving life for murder. With the news flash, I'm Joy Barge on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPB.
The 59th annual Hot Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th. Snake shows, kids activities, arts and crafts, snake races. Headlining Saturday night, Tyler Farr. Sunday afternoon, country superstar Craig Morgan. Advance tickets at City Hall, $10 per day. Day of, gate tickets are $15 a day. Kids 6 and under free. Gates open 8 a.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sunday. For more info, check them out on Facebook or online at HotRattlesnakeRodeo.com.
The Country Kitchen has a breakfast bar on Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m. until 10. $5.79 plus tax, including tea and coffee, every weekend. Listen for the weekend specials on WOPB and post it on Facebook. The Country Kitchen, across the street from Dice Music. Open at 6 a.m. every morning. Phone orders 493-6906. Check us out on Facebook, Country Kitchen.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station 1290 WOPP. The SEC basketball tournament starts today in Nashville. Alabama is seeded 10th. They'll open up play on Thursday against the Ole Miss Rebels. They're currently riding a 3-game losing skid. Auburn also playing on Thursday. They'll face the winner of the Georgia-Missouri game, which will be played tonight. The Tigers are coming off a win against Tennessee Saturday. LSU, the number 1 seed in the tournament. College baseball, Auburn defeated South Alabama 6-2. Connor Davis, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Garrett Wade allowed 1 run over 5 innings. Tigers win their 10th straight. They'll face Tennessee on Friday. Alabama shut out MTSU Tuesday 2-0 in Tuscaloosa, winning their 12th straight game. Drew Williamson drove in both runs for Alabama. 5 pitchers combined on the shutout. Crimson Tide taking on Ole Miss Friday in Oxford. Jeep is the most awarded SUV brand ever. Take advantage of the Jeep Freedom Days now at your local Jeep dealer. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station 1290 WOPP.
I was never great at math, but at Hardee's, it's simple. $4 gets you 2 breakfast sandwiches. Grab a delicious biscuit, a Frisco breakfast sandwich, or a loaded omelet biscuit. That's 1 plus 1 more for $4. I'm no math whiz, but I just solved breakfast. Hardee's because it tastes better. At Hardee's, we make our juicy, thick burgers the right way, with 100% Black Angus beef and fire. We even figured out a way to weed out our less dedicated employees. Traitor, burgers need fire! New Angus thick burger melts, only $3. Hardee's because it tastes better.
The Warm Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't listen to our friends on WOPP, the folks at Warm Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
Race Flash, powered by SB Nation Radio.
adding a new right side tire to the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series race at the Auto Club Speedway Sunday. The Auto Club 400 will feature a right side tire.
Good morning, sir.
Multi-zone rubber.
You suppose.
Durable compound of the treads inside 2 inches, and with the outer 10 inches optimized for traction. The right side tire is now similar to the one used at other speedways. The left side tire is similar to one used at Darlington. The Auto Club Speedway is known for accelerated tire wear. Goodyear's trying to bring a tire that lasts longer at the track. The new compound was tested by 3 Cup drivers Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. during the tire test at the Auto Club Speedway January 9th through the 10th.
That's your Berryman Automotive Products Race Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston buns, 99 cents a pound. Fresh chicken thighs or drumsticks, 77 cents a pound. USDA filet mignon steak, $12.99 a pound. Kraft American cheese singles, 12 ounces, $1.99. Tide Simply Clean and Fresh detergent, 138 ounces, $7.77. Cottonelle bathroom tissue, 12 double rolls, $5.99. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper, 6-pack bottles, 16.9 ounces, 4 for $10. Golden Ripe bananas, 2 pounds for 88 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in the Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Neil Tyndall Tire is now in the new tire business. Firestone, Nexa, and Americas. Financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy. Located at 105 Sunders Road, the first left after the bypass headed to Kentstown. Terms and financing, 6 months same as cash. Tyndall Tire makes it easy. Been in the wholesale business for 7 years, over 6,000 used tires in stock. Now the retail, Neil Tyndall Tire. Financing, Tyndall Tire makes it easy. For any budget, phone 334-493-0892. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Rich Thomas Weather. The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Wednesday morning, it's the 13th day of March. Things are moving at lightning speed now. We're only a week away from the vernal equinox, the official first day of spring, which is next Wednesday. We had 76 yesterday. I think we're in the upper 70s today, but hang on. Major storm system is on the way. In fact, parts of our state are in a severe weather risk as we get into late Thursday. I have the latest on timing and future radar. I'll show you what to expect. And Alabama growers, there's a couple of warnings that have my attention here in the next week where we're going to fall into the 30s, probably staying above freezing, but it may be a close call. Well, let's get into it this morning. First, look at this storm. Boy, in the world of weather, storm systems don't get bigger than that one coming out of the Rockies. In fact, even a record low barometric pressure drop in the last 24 hours. Parts of 43 states will be affected by either snow or severe weather. You can see the line of severe storms well out ahead of it, moving into Arkansas today. And all that snow and very heavy, even blizzard conditions coming out of the Rockies into the northern plains. For our part of the country, the severe weather threat stays west of us today, mainly portions of Mississippi and Arkansas and Tennessee and Louisiana, where there's an enhanced risk, maybe some tornadoes today. But for us, a breezy, warm day. I think we're dry. I think we reached the upper 70s. Low tonight down to about 64. Gusty southeasterly winds 10 to 20. Tomorrow, the front makes it to around Little Rock, and shower thunderstorms approaching the state. Some during the daytime hours, but a better chance of stronger to severe storms Thursday night. A level 2 slight risk, including the threat of tornadoes across northwest Alabama, and a marginal risk as far east as, let's say, Clinton and Selma. We'll see that adjusted by the Storm Prediction Center. Here's a look at Thursday night at midnight. You see the squall on the I-20, I-59 corridor. And by 5 o'clock, it loses a lot of its strength as it moves to around the vicinity of Montgomery. That's Friday morning at 5 a.m. So showers and thunderstorms will be around Friday. In fact, there's the...
Yeah, I posted that for last night or yesterday afternoon. And I switched from the Auburn mayor to the sheriff of Lee County.
I think
after talking to the radio stations up there in Auburn that I was getting rodeo advertisements with, they recommended the sheriff. And they said he was a super nice guy, super nice guy. I told him it's hard to believe I was talking to the sheriff.
On Sunday, after the cold start, a decent afternoon recovery. I think we're in the middle 60s. That's still below normal, but I think we're below normal on Monday as well.
Well, I believe I got it looking here. But I believe our tickets will do good.
Forecast with a high of 79 on Thursday and a 70% chance of thunderstorms by Thursday.
I believe we could locate some of those at rodeo that some of the vendors can make them happy too.
Barely on Saturday, down to
Oh.
on Sunday morning, and maybe to around 67, 68 for a high on Monday, and then another shot of somewhat cooler air. In fact, I think Tuesday morning, again, maybe middle 30s in parts of central Alabama. We're going to have to watch that Tuesday morning situation. Pollen count still very high range today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, and the medium to high range on Saturday. So no relief for allergy sufferers. 543.
That's the headline last night for a while.
Alabama growers, are we done with freezes? Well, it may be a close call.
Maybe the same thing.
Next week, keep an eye on it because that could have a big effect on the things that are growing right now. We're live on radio this morning, 6 to 9 at News Talk 93.1 with Greg, Jay, and Emily. Ryan Stinnett and I will be talking weather this morning, and we have a lot to talk about on CBS 8 and ABC 32. That happens at 5:50 this morning. You'll forecast whatever you want across the dial on the entire Blue Water family of stations, and I'll have another video for you first thing tomorrow morning right here at 4:45 a.m. That's when it goes online. Have a great day today. I'll see you later.
Run for God. Op 5K Challenge for beginners will begin Saturday, March the 16th, 7:30 a.m. at the Op First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. There is no registration fee. Come dressed to run your first 1 minute. There will also be a walking group. Classes will be held every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 5:45 p.m. and Saturday mornings, 7:30 a.m. for 12 weeks at the Op First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. Run for God.
We have to understand that God's plan in His Word is that He says He would desire that all men would come to know Him and that no one would depart from the earth apart from knowing Him. So we know that we could pray according to His will if we would but just pray for their salvation.
Kathy Sparks-Lesnoff on Focus on the Family Minute.
Mike and I took that very seriously. We began praying for 4 people in the abortion clinic. 3.5 years later, not quite 4 years, we happened to be at church and somebody said they were visitors. We walked to the back of the church, and who stood there but the director of education at that time and her husband at the abortion clinic. They had gotten born again, gotten out of the abortion clinic, and what's amazing is all these years God has used them in amazing ways. They were unable to have children. They have been full-time missionaries, just going from Greece to, they have been just everywhere, Guatemala many times, building homes, sharing the gospel. God had a plan for them.
More from Kathy today at FamilyMinute.org.
This is Ward's Daily Almanac. I'm W.B. Ward. Today is Wednesday, March 13th, and today set the record for the cost of cleaning up one spill. That and more on Ward's Daily Almanac. Audiobooks aren't just for adults. Meet Husky the Dump Truck, a fun little book by Marilyn Yoder for ages 5 through 9 that tells the story of the little truck named Husky and how he helped keep order in the sandbox with his friend Stevie. Get your little one a copy of the audiobook Husky the Dump Truck, available now on audible.com, Amazon, and iTunes. For more information on Husky and other audiobooks, visit wbward.com. That's wbward.com. Among those born today, the popular Mad Magazine cartoonist Al Jaffe. Other birthdays today include L. Ron Hubbard, Neil Sedaka, William H. Macy, and Dana Delaney. 2 planets made their presence known on this day in history. First, in 1781, the planet Uranus was discovered. Then on this date in 1930, the existence of the planet Pluto was telegraphed to the Harvard College Observatory. Chester Greenwood managed to make a major contribution to winter fashions on this date in 1877. This is the day when Chester received his patent for earmuffs. Herbie the Love Bug
began showing in American movie theaters on this date in 1969 and was one of the top grossing movies of that year. Incidentally, the number displayed on Herbie's hood was 53. At the time, the Exxon Valdez oil spill was the worst environmental accident in history. Today, in 1991, the oil company agreed to foot the bill for cleanup. The total cost to the company, $1 billion. That's a look at Wednesday, March 13th. To find out what happened on this or any other day of the year, just visit my website at wbward.com. That address again is wbward.com.
Bobcat baseball and softball broadcast here on WOPB. Brought to you by 7 Independent Bank, Hardy, The Country Kitchen, Op Health and Rehab, CCB Community Bank, J.M. Jackson, Chevrolet Buick, TNC Pharmacy, Ford Investors Company of Troy, Blade and Queen Cafe, Opportunity EMS, J.R. Bundle Shop, S&P Communication, Mediacom, the City of Bob, Mayor Blackie, the Councilman, and the City employees. Tune in to Bobcat Baseball and Softball here on WOPP, your official Bobcat Broadcast Connection.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston butts, 99 cents a pound. Fresh chicken thighs or drumsticks, 77 cents a pound. USDA filet mignon steak, $12.99 a pound. Kraft mayo, 30 ounces, $1.99. Heinz ketchup, 38 ounces, $1.99. Kraft barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 77 cents. Totino's pizzas, 10 ounces, 99 cents. Golden ripe bananas, 2 pounds for 88 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
The Up Stockyard, 915 Florella Highway, new sale day is Tuesdays, 1 p.m. At the Up Stockyard, we want our customers to know that our commissions and hauling rates are cheaper than anyone in the area. If you need assistance with your cattle needs, please call John Edwards at 850-978-0340 or Henry Alford 850-890-6068. We look forward to seeing you at the Op Stockyard each Tuesday. Sale begins at 1 p.m.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm TJ Matthews. For this morning, partly sunny skies, southeast winds of 10 miles per hour. The afternoon high up to 78 degrees. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low dropping to 64, south winds of 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers for Thursday. Tomorrow's high and mostly cloudy, 77. South winds of 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 60 is going to be our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the southeast, about 3 miles an hour. The official sunrise at 6:59. The official sunset, 6:52. It's dark out there. 60 degrees here at WOPP. Have you thought of using a professional service for your flower beds? Call Brandon Lawn Service, 985-402-5272 for a quote. Give Robert Brown on the call today. The number, once again, 985-402-5272. Stay tuned for news here on WOPP.
Snakes Alive! It's the 59th annual Op Alabama Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th, featuring Nashville recording artist Tyler Farr on Saturday night. And Craig Morgan on Sunday. Snake races, kids rides, and activities, great food and vendors, music from Slim and the Soulful Saints, Mark McDaniels, and more. Tickets just 10 in advance, 15 at the gate. Kids 6 and under free. The Op Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th. Go online to oprattlesnakerodeo.com and on Facebook for all the info.
Dothan radio station. Dothan radio station. That's why the name Slim. The black people, they're known over there. So I made them name the Dothan market, put their name in it.
But no country has been chosen yet. The
Boeing 737 MAX 8 airliner
That's where they're from.
continues to fly in the
Okay.
U.S.
Nope.
Even as a growing number of countries and airlines ground the plane out of safety concerns.
United Arab Emirates is the latest.
They're gonna run the mayor at night,
ruling
so.
on Boeing 737 MAX 8 and MAX 9, barring the aircraft from operating in its airspace. It's the latest reaction to last weekend's crash of a MAX 8 jetliner in Ethiopia. The entire European Union and Australia have grounded the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliners from their airspace, and New Zealand and Fiji have suspended Boeing 737 MAX 8 flights in and out of the two countries. In the United States, the FAA has not grounded the MAX 8s. Canada's transport minister says he has no plans to ground Canada's fleet of 737 MAX aircraft. I'm Mike Rossi.
Paul Manafort, facing a second sentencing hearing today, could get up to 10 additional years in prison when he's sentenced in Washington. Manafort, caught up in the Russia probe, has already been sentenced to almost 4 years for tax and bank fraud relating to his work advising Ukrainian politicians. Some Hollywood up-and-comers among 50 people charged in a bombshell college admission scandal involving 8 of the country's leading schools. Some parents accused of paying bribes to get their kids into those elite institutions. British Prime Minister Theresa May's Brexit plan has suffered a second defeat in Parliament and raises the possibility of a delay in the UK's end-of-month departure from the European Union. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures are mixed. Right now, Dow futures are down about 5 points. NASDAQ futures 11 points higher. S&P futures up 4 points. More on these stories. Townhall.com.
CCB time is 6:31. Time for you to drop by CCB here in Op, meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by
Opportunity EMS,
TNC Pharmacy,
Southern Independent Bank,
The Farmers IGA,
Power South,
JR's Lawn Workshop,
The Woodmore,
Blade and Wing Cafe, and I had lunch there yesterday.
Well, Aroma Home USB heated heating pads exclusively sold at TJ Maxx and Marshall's have been recalled due to fire and burn hazards. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the heating pads can overheat during use, posing fire and burn hazards. CPSC says the products are powered by USB. CPSC says the products are sold in 4 styles: French Bulldog, Sequin Cathead, Sequin Foxhead, and Sequin Blue Owl. Consumers should immediately stop using the heating pads and return them to TJ Maxx or Marshall's store for a full refund. CPSC says no injuries have been reported in the U.S.
A plan to raise Alabama fuel taxes by 10 cents over 3 years to increase funding for roads completed its steady march through the legislature yesterday. On the way now to Governor Kay Ivey to sign into law. The Alabama Senate passed the main bill by a vote of 28-6. The vote yesterday marked a continuation of the bipartisan support for a plan Ivey and Republican legislative leaders called their top priority. Ivey called a special session to handle the issue, and the legislation passed within the minimum 5 days. It passed the House by a vote of 84-20 last week and won approval in the Senate committee by a vote of 12-0 on Monday. The plan will be raising an estimated $320 million a year for road construction and maintenance. About $12 million a year would go to a project to improve the shipping canal at the port of Mobile.
FEMA inspectors are on the ground working to process claims for Lee County storm victims. So far, 300 families have filed claims and nearly $500,000 in aid has been granted. Insured victims with uncovered losses can also file a claim. This also applies to construction goods used to secure property like tarps and boarding to cover broken windows. They have to have the receipts, and it must be something that's not covered by insurance. Mike Wade with FEMA also explains that inspectors are on the ground and are contracted workers for FEMA, and everyone who works for us has a valid federal ID card. And he says that that would be the first thing that he would ask for any inspector or person claiming to be an inspector coming onto their property. Wade warns victims to have registered with the county Red Cross, and that they still have to register with FEMA to file a recovery claim. FEMA awards aid based on need. Even then, the cap for individual aid is around $33,500.
A bookkeeper has turned herself in after investigators learned she had been stealing money from her employer. According to the Walton County Sheriff's Office, Kimberly Weaver was arrested on a warrant for grand theft March the 8th after an almost year-long investigation. The investigation began May of 2018 when an employer reported that he believed his bookkeeper, Weaver, had been taking money from his business account. Weaver said in a written statement the business owner allowed her to purchase non-business goods from the account, but she was not able to provide proof. Without consulting the business owner, Weaver began withdrawing money from the business account and provided a statement as to why she was withdrawing the money. I also feel the expenses would be paid because the accounting rate being paid during the term of work was well below the fair market wage for the same type of work. Weaver was arrested and released on a $10,000 bond.
The Alabama Education Association is responding after winning a lawsuit against the Public Education Employees Health Insurance Plan, or PHIP, last week. The state's highest court ruled in favor of the Alabama Education Association in a lawsuit concerning closed-door meetings held by the Teachers Health Insurance Plan. Teachers are about to see more money in their paychecks thanks to the Alabama Supreme Court ruling. The AEA claimed that back in 2016, PHIP's board did not follow the state's open meeting law when it increased premiums and spousal surcharges. PHIP claimed that it did everything by the book. In August of 2017, Montgomery County Circuit Court Judge Johnny Hardwick ruled that the board violated the Alabama Open Meetings Act by approving the increase behind closed doors. The AEA's associate executive director called the Alabama Supreme Court's decision a landmark ruling. PHIP released a statement in response to the decision. They said lawyers for PHIP are in the process of reviewing and analyzing the Supreme Court's decision so that they can determine the appropriate course of action.
U.S. Highway 80 at the Edmund Pettus Bridge will be closed today until Friday due to maintenance near the bridge. The Alabama Department of Transportation will be performing maintenance in an area of pavement. Due to the nature of these repairs and equipment needed, the bridge will be closed for safety of the traveling public. Maintenance activities will begin at approximately 8:30 this morning and will continue until 4 p.m. on Friday. Motorists should use the Selma Bypass, Highway 41, where the bridge is closed, or while the bridge is closed. Check your time. It is now 6:38 here at WOPP.
Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 off Airport Road. Now we got it. Blade and Wing Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best in the air. Come and visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under free. The Blade and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meal a great experience.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, folks. Spring is in the air and we're ready to sell some lawnmowers. And now we are a Gravely dealer for the Cumberland County area also. Yes, I said Gravely Lawnmowers. And we also carry the large line of Husqvarna Total Source. We are a Grasshopper dealer, DR Trimmer dealer, Honda Power Equipment. I'm saying all of this to say this. We will not be undersold. JR's Lawnmower Shop is your sales and service for Cumberland County. When it comes to outdoor power equipment, you won't find a better deal anywhere. JR's Lawnmower Shop offers free pickup and delivery for the city limits of Iowa. We will not be undersold. Thank you.
Gary Owen Roberts, age 61, of Wild, passed away Saturday in a Jacksonville, Florida hospital, survived by his wife Tina Marie Libby Roberts, son Leith Roberts, daughters and son-in-laws Nina and Chad Williams, and Mandy and Vince McNamara, mother Mary Conley Roberts, brother Tony Roberts, sister and brother-in-law Janet and Danny McKinney and Linda Johnson, 8 grandchildren. Funeral services for Gary Owen Roberts will be conducted at 11 a.m. at Westview Baptist Church. Interment will follow in I Know Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation will be at Westview Baptist Church 1 hour prior to the service. Noel Herman Darnell, age 73, a resident of Bonneville, passed away on Monday. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Union Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Union Cemetery with Turner's Funeral Home of Luverne Direct Team. Noel Herman Darnell is survived by his wife, Catherine Early Darnell, daughters and son-in-law, Lee Ann and Terrell Brown, Karen and Kim Willis, Tammy and Rusty Hicks, and Bess Ashworth. Numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, brother and sister-in-law Rodna and Edna Darnell, and sister Sarah Johnson. The family will be receiving friends at the church Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Dilky Dickey Ennis, age 78, of Andalusia, passed away Monday in Dothan. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. Thursday at the First Baptist Church of Andalusia. Visitation will be at 10 a.m. Thursday at the First Baptist Church. A Masonic service will be observed at the graveside. Burial will follow in the Andalusia Memorial Cemetery with Foreman Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Dilky Dickey Ennis is survived by his wife, Janelle Godwin Ennis, 1 son and daughter-in-law, Greg and Olivia Ennis, a daughter and son-in-law, Patty and Clayton Wood, sister Mary Vaughn, 11 grandchildren, and several nieces and nephews.
Paul Taylor Wiggins, age 84, of Opp, passed away Sunday at Flowers Hospital in Dothan, survived by wife Jean Moody Wiggins, son Tony Wiggins, daughter Tammy and Jeff Parker, 6 grandchildren, a great-grandchild. Funeral services for Paul Taylor Wiggins will be Thursday at 2 p.m. at Wyatt Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be 6 o'clock to 8 p.m. at Wyatt Funeral Home.
Annie Faye Clark, 83, of Montgomery, passed away Sunday at her residence, survived by her children Jack D. Clark, Gary Michael Buddy and Darlene Clark, Johnny and Douglas Whitehead, and Joanne and Paul Knight, 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Annie Faye Clark will be conducted at 2 p.m. Thursday at Cahey Funeral Home Chapel. The family will receive friends 2 hours prior to the service at the chapel, with burial to follow in the Good Hope Cemetery. Cahey Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Evelyn Turner Mosley, age 90, of Opp, passed away Sunday at Opp Health and Rehab, survived by sons and daughter-in-law, Lana and Donna Mosley, Coleman and Sylvia Mosley, 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Evelyn Turner Mosley will be held at 10 a.m. Friday at White Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow in Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday at White Funeral Home. Memorials can be made to the Southside Baptist Church of Opp Building Fund. The family will be receiving friends at the home of son and daughter-in-law Coleman and Sylvia Mosley at 2312 U.S. Highway 84 West of Opp. John Devane Meacham, age 54, of Fort Worth, Texas, formerly of Belleville, passed away last Wednesday. A memorial service for John Devane Meacham will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday at Covenant Community Church in Elba. The family will receive friends prior to the service at 10 a.m. The family requests contributions to the American Cancer Society or to the charity of your choice.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911. Working today, working tomorrow, and working in the future. Opportunity EMS, offering limited mobility transportation, providing transportation for doctors, dialysis, rehab, therapy, family visits, church, funerals. Call direct Opportunity EMS in Op 493-0911. Andalusia 881-0911, Glorilla 858-2503, or 858-3911. Ola's Advanced Life Support Ambulance Service in Covington County. Opportunity EMS. 911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911.
Over the years, technology has changed many times. It's better, it's more efficient, and your Touchtone Energy partner has stayed on top of the changes to serve you better. But one thing we haven't changed is our commitment to customer service. Today's technology is bigger and better than ever before, and our promise of reliable electric service remains strong. Technology has changed, but our commitment to customer service hasn't.
The Op City Utilities, your local touchstone energy cooperative.
The Covenant County Commission has reversed course and decided not to green light plans for a new mental health facility next to the county jail. Commissioners initially voted in favor of partnering with South Central Alabama Mental Health to construct the facility, but an uproar from the residents caused commissioners to reconsider. The county commission held a groundbreaking ceremony a few months ago to celebrate what it called an economic development project with a promise of 25 jobs. The common theme among the concerned citizens centered on safety. Commission Chairman Greg White said the issue is dead and he does not foresee it coming up again. Help us with the Lee County tornado relief. The City of Op, Affordable Luxury, and WOPP fill the trailer for Lee County. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 1 o'clock until 6 p.m. Trailer located at 1031 Douglas Avenue. Items needed: detergent, large trash bags, cleaning supplies, kids' juice boxes, kids' snacks, and more. Taking the trailer to Lee County on Monday. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, help fill the trailer for Lee County. 1 o'clock until 6. The Op Rattlesnake Rodeo Committee has sent 50 tickets to Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones, who will be giving tickets to the rodeo March the 23rd or 24th to storm victims that he sees and thinks they need a day away from all the problems they have been facing with their family. While this is a small token, as Sheriff Jones said, this could be just what the doctor ordered. He says he appreciates the folks in Op thinking of his friends in Lee County. The Op Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covenant County Sheriff Department booked in 11. 1 holding for another agency, 4 for violation of probation, 2 failure to appear, 1 weekend time, 1 SONA, 1 theft of property 1st degree, 1 for domestic violence and harassment 3rd degree, 14 released, 5 of those sent to the Department of Correction, 217 in the Covenant County Jail.
Parents who enjoyed the convenience of having their children get flu shots at school last fall will have the opportunity for their children to get additional vaccines when Health Heroes returns to all schools in Covington County on Thursday, but the shots cannot be administered without a release form from parents. If you have any questions, you can contact your child's school.
If you change your mind. The cast and chorus of Mamma Maria have been learning lines, music, and dances in preparation for the performance set for March the 16th and 17th. The storyline is Donna, Kathy Powell, an independent hoteler in the Greek islands, is preparing for her daughter's wedding with the help of 2 old friends. Meanwhile, Sophie, Katie King, the spirited bride, has a plan. She secretly invites 3 men from her mother's past in hope of meeting her real father and having him escort her down the aisle for the big day. The play features the music of ABBA. Op Rattlesnake Rodeos
is accepting applications for arts and crafts vendors.
12 by 12 space, $100. $50 for electrical hookup.
And $10 for city license.
For complete information and application, go to www.rattlesnakerodeo.com.
Or phone Liz Lindsay at 334-858-6624.
Or the City of Op, 334-493-7840.
See you at the rodeo.
The 59th Annual Op Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th. Snake shows, kids activities, arts and crafts, snake races. Headlining Saturday to Tyler Farm. Sunday afternoon, country superstar Craig Morgan. Advance tickets at City Hall, $10 per day. Day of, gate tickets are $15 a day. Kids 6 and under, free. Gates open 8 a.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sunday. For more info, check them out on Facebook or online at oprattlesnakerodeo.com.
The Covington County Emergency Management Agency and the National Weather Service are looking for a few people interested in the weather to become weather watchers. The National Weather Service Mobile office will offer a free basic Skywarn Weather Spotter class from 6 until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26th at the Covington County Administration Complex. The office is located at 260 Hillcrest Drive in Andalusia. For additional information, you can call 334-428-2670.
AMVET's Post 23 in Opp, Alabama is hosting a Veterans Appreciation Day with a luncheon at AMVET Service Center at 203 Martin Luther King Drive in Opp on Saturday, March the 30th, 2019. The luncheon is scheduled to begin at 1300 hours and run until. Post 23 is providing barbecue sandwiches with baked beans, coleslaw, and soft drinks. The event is open to all veterans and their families. A DJ will play music of the 60s through the 80s era beginning at 1200 hours. Bring yard chairs as seating is limited. To ensure enough food is planned, please RSVP by calling Paul at 815-712-2515 or Dennis at 334-406-2576 and let us know the number in your party.
The big event, one big day, one big thanks, one big event. Saturday, April 6th, 9 a.m. until noon. The big event is an opportunity for LBW Community College students and employees to say thank you. Need lawn work done, cars or windows washed, painting, lightweight moving, furniture or boxes, dinner or cleaning, sweeping, light bulbs replaced, or something else? Call us, maybe we can help. Job sites include residences, churches, schools, or businesses within 10 minutes of LBWCC Andalusia campus. Deadline to apply is March 22nd. For more information, call Diane Cook at 334-881-2256 or Jason Jesse at 334-881-2245.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston buns, 99 cents a pound. Fresh chicken thighs or drumsticks, 77 cents a pound. USDA filet mignon steak, $12.99 a pound. Kraft American cheese singles, 12 ounces, $1.99. Tide Simply Clean and Fresh detergent, 138 ounces, $7.77. Cottonelle bathroom tissue, 12 double rolls, $5.99. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper 6-pack bottles, 16.9 ounces, 4 for $10. Golden ripe bananas, 2 pounds for 88 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Today, right now, but with precautions, you can go a long way in avoiding being an ID theft victim. At Southern Independent Bank, we encourage you to never provide personal or financial information by phone or on the internet unless you initiated the transaction and you are comfortable with whom you are dealing. Shred personal documents or statements you no longer need. No one from our bank will ever call you to ask for personal information. Southern Independent Bank, Opp and Andalusia. The power of independence. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Baseball and softball for this week. Thursday, the Opp ladies JV in varsity at Andalusia at 4:30. The Opp JV will be at Geneva in a doubleheader at 4:30. On Friday, the Opp High ladies will play in the Arrington JV tournament, and the varsity will play in the Andalusia tournament. The Opp JV and varsity will be at Red Level at 4:30. Saturday, the Opp varsity will play in Andalusia tournament, 2:30 Theodore, 5 p.m. Andalusia.
Fun at LBW Community College in Opp will once again be open to the public for annual Skills USA Fishing Tournament. Alongside the day of the event, proceeds from the fishing tournament are used to sponsor students in local, state, and national competitions in which students demonstrate occupational and leadership skills. For tournament rules, entry forms, and more information regarding the Skills USA Fishing Tournament, visit www.lbwcc.edu or contact Denise Sauls at 334-493-5328.
Run for God. Opp 5K Challenge for beginners will begin Saturday, 7:30 a.m. at the Opp First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. There is no registration fee. Come dressed to run your first 1 minute. There will also be a walking group. Classes will be held every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 5:45 p.m. and Saturday mornings, 7:30 a.m. for 12 weeks at the Opp First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. Run for God.
The Opp Equine Association will hold the first fun day of 2019 on Saturday, March the 16th. There will be classes for all ages and levels of experience from lead line to super senior. Barrel exhibition will begin at 2 p.m. and the fun day will begin at 3. You must be signed up to compete by 2:30. We will also have some great food in our concession stand. In case of inclement weather, please contact Susan at 334-504-1391 or Brian at 334-804-5056 or check our Facebook group, Equine Association, for possible cancellation.
The Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo 5K 2019, Saturday, March the 23rd, Opp High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Opp. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time, 9 a.m. sharp. Race day registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15. For complete information, go to OppRattlesnakeRodeo.com. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPB and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense. This is your hometown.
On-the-go lifestyles call for on-the-go solutions. And the Southern Independent Bank mobile app is just that. Check account balances, pay bills, make deposits, and a lot more. All from the convenience of your mobile device. It's anytime banking from anywhere. Download the SIB mobile app from your app store today to get started. Southern Independent Bank, Opp and Andalusia, the power of independence. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To refill a prescription, press 1. To hear pharmacy hours and information, press 3. To speak to the pharmacy, press 0.
Then hang up your phone and give us a call at 493-4517. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to one of our friendly pharmacy staff members without having to remember which number to press. We will gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance copay will be the same. If you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us a call at TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue, Opp, Alabama.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm TJ Matthews. For this morning, partly sunny skies, southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. The afternoon high up to 78 degrees. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low dropping to 64, south winds of 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers for Thursday. Tomorrow's high and mostly cloudy, 77. South winds of 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
One of the biggest questions facing Alabama and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of that.
Turn the freezer down.
Don't it feel good?
One of the things Americans cherish.
It's not but 65. It ain't down where it's supposed to be yet.
If you have any questions on how assisted living works, call the Woodmore.
I said it's 60, man.
2721, or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Hey, 60 is our low this morning. The winds are from the north at 3 miles per hour. The official sunrise at 6:59. The official sunset at 6:52. 10% chance of rain today, 20% tonight. And of course, we're on daylight saving time, so the sun is about to come up. We're going to go with overcast right now. It's hard to say overcast or what with it's dark out there, isn't it? But anyway, we're going to go that way. 60 is our current temperature, which is our low this morning. It's only 65 in the control room, but we still got it dropping, thank goodness. Come on, still dropping, Jay. Still dropping. Come on, come on.
Now in
I thought I had no spot there.
business. Firestone, Nexon, and America's financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy.
Oh.
Located at 105 Sunders Road, the first left after the bypass headed to Kentstown. Terms and financing, 6 months, same as cash. Tyndall Tire makes it easy. Been in the wholesale business for 7 years. Over 6,000 used tires in stock. Now the retail. Neil Tyndall Tire. Financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy. For any budget, phone 334-493-0892. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. This is WOPB in Alabama. The time is 7 a.m.
This hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. A delay in getting to the bottom of last Sunday's deadly jetliner crash in Ethiopia. Ethiopian Airlines says the black box
Come on,
we're will be sent abroad for analysis, but no country has been chosen yet. The Boeing 737 MAX 8 airliner continues to fly in the U.S., even as a growing number of countries and airlines ground the plane out of safety concerns.
The United Arab Emirates is the latest nation to issue a ruling on the Boeing 737 MAX 8 and MAX 9, barring the aircraft from operating in its airspace. It's the latest reaction to last weekend's crash of a MAX 8 jetliner in Ethiopia. The entire European Union and Australia have grounded the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliners from their airspace, and New Zealand and Fiji have suspended Boeing 737 MAX 8 flights in and out of the two countries. In the United States, the FAA has not grounded the MAX 8s, and Canada's Transport Ministry says he has no plans to ground Canada's fleet of 737 MAX aircraft. I'm Mike Rossia.
Paul Manafort, facing a second sentencing hearing today, could get up to 10 additional years in prison when he's sentenced in Washington. Manafort, caught up in the Russia probe, has already been sentenced to almost 4 years for tax and bank fraud relating to his work advising Ukrainian politicians. Some Hollywood up-and-comers among 50 people charged in a bombshell college admission scandal involving 8 of the country's leading schools. Some parents accused of paying bribes to get their kids into those elite institutions. British Prime Minister Theresa May's Brexit plan has suffered a second defeat in Parliament and raises the possibility of a delay of the UK's end-of-month departure from the European Union. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures are mixed. Right now, Dow futures are down about 5 points. NASDAQ futures 11 points higher. S&P futures up 4 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Gant is open Tuesday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Also, Thirsty Thursday, happy hour, and
okay, we got a winner on 5. We'll talk about it.
Every Friday and Saturday night. Now, karaoke on Sundays at 2 p.m. Free food.
You take number 4.
Thursday.
And I take number 3. There's only 2 left out there.
Legion. Drop in and say hi to Genie. At the American Legion, Post 157. Highway 29 in Ghent.
They're arresting these people on this college scandal. They bribed somebody to let their kids into college. But you got people like Hillary Clinton that did stuff and they don't do nothing to them. You know, they're hauling them off in handcuffs. It's ridiculous.
Funding time.
Shut down the nation's highest-scoring team by slowing the game and forcing Zaga to grind out possessions instead of playing fast and free. At the NBA, Eastern Conference leader Milwaukee beat New Orleans 131-13. It was Denver 133, Minnesota 107 as the Nuggets are within 1 game of vital Golden State for the Western Conference lead. Indiana beat New York 103-98. Pacers forward Bojan Bogdanovic with 24 points as the third quarter was the difference.
Third quarter we started playing way better defense, and we had a couple shots and easy layups and transitions. So our defense was key tonight.
The win kept the Pacers tied with Philadelphia for the number 3 spot of the Eastern Conference. The Sixers beat Cleveland 106-99. This is SRN Sports.
No. Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 off Airport Road. Now we got it. Blade and Wing Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best in the air. Come and visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under, free. The Blade and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meal a great experience. Top Bobcat baseball and softball broadcast here on WOPB. Brought to you by Southern Independent Bank, Hardy, The Country Kitchen, Op Help and Rehab, CCB Community Bank, J.M. Jackson, Chevrolet Buick, TNC Pharmacy, Ford Beverage Company of Troy, Blade and Wing Cafe, Opportunity EMS,
WOPB.
One More Shot,
Run that important. You just stay there.
the City of Boston, Mayor Brackett,
Come back down in Burnside.
Tune in to Bobcat Baseball and Softball here on WOPB, your official Bobcat broadcast connection. The Country Kitchen
That's what it was
has a
on phone,
breakfast
guaranteed.
bar on Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m. until
Calls
10.
in all.
$5.79 plus tax.
Well, I'd rather do
including
that,
tea and
though, right
coffee
there.
Yeah.
every weekend. Listen for the weekend
She's a good
specials on
lady, she's actually.
WOPB and post it on Facebook.
realize.
The Country Kitchen, across the street from Dice Music. Open at 6 a.m. every morning. Phone orders 493-6906. Check us out on Facebook, Country Kitchen. The Up Stockyard, 915 Florella Highway. New sale day is Tuesdays, 1 p.m. At the Up Stockyard, we want our customers to know that our commissions and hauling rates are cheaper than anyone in the area. If you need assistance with your cattle needs, please call John Edwards at 850-978-0340 or Henry Alford 850-890-06.
Knock on wood. Advertising good.
We look forward to seeing you
I gotta
at
pay
the
a
Up
bunch of £1 quarter
Stockyard
taxes.
each Tuesday. Sale begins at 1 p.m.
Well, it decided to stop there. It didn't supposed to stop there. And I don't know what's next. That's bad, ain't it? Oh, I know what. Somebody gave me a dead one there. She's got 4 R&Ds up there. I just wrote a note on her, and I thought I knew the one that would play, but see there, that's one. Now it's going to be worse. Now it's going to be worse. You can't be nice to some people for them to comprehend in the brain. You have to get on their butt, and I don't like that, but I'll do what I gotta do.
Here's your weather bug, LA weather. I'm TJ Matthews for the
I sent him an email yesterday. I didn't like the queer.
Winds at 10 miles per hour.
I'll call him today. He'll understand it then.
Mostly cloudy tonight with a low dropping to 64. South winds of 10 miles per hour. 50%.
You can't get nothing done being nice.
Tomorrow's high and mostly cloudy.
Well, I'll take that back. That sheriff, he was super nice.
Thursday night,
Made me super nice.
Chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
They may be having the same trouble that everybody else had.
What's that?
Can't find nobody who wants to work.
60 is our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the southeast, about 3 miles per hour. The official.
Okay, that's inside the studio. Now, what is it outside the studio?
No, it's 64 inside the studio.
Oh, okay.
I put the heat on for you, man.
Okay.
I'm lying. I turned it off, so you don't feel the wind now. It's not blowing. Let's see. I lost my place. 6:59 is our sunrise. 6:52 is our sunset. 10% chance of rain today. 20% tonight. 60 degrees still at the studios of WOPP, and poor little guy over there on the left side of me, he's freezing at 64 degrees.
I'm prepared, though.
He got his hoodie on now.
My Randy Griffin Rattlesnake Rodeo hoodie. I like it. I like it. I wear it all the time.
Hadn't I got one?
You got a jacket. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a hoodie or a jacket.
Okay.
You got it in there on your couch.
That's a jacket. I think there may be. I better look at the house. It's time to start wearing it, ain't it?
Well,
Or pulling it out.
I've been trying to wear mine a little bit all along. I've had some people, oh, Rattlesnake Rodeo. I'm like, yeah, more to come.
We talked about that at this, and the mayor and I have talked about it, and this is something we got to do because I get I don't know, other day, grocery outlet, had to pick up something in a hurry, going home. And the lady, the cashier, she grabbed, said, "Let me look at that. Boy, that sure is sharp." I'm talking about our little necklace charm that back in the day I got it is after you've been at JC 5 years.
I wonder if you could may have to go to Andalusia and see Chris Lawrence or somebody.
And have it recreated City Vop on it,
Yeah.
and then sell it, And I think it'll sell, that's what I'm saying. I think it'd be a moneymaker.
I think it could be something, yeah.
So, I know we discussed a lot of things, but don't have time to get through it. I do know one thing at our meeting, last week?
Yeah.
I asked, could I send 50 tickets to the Auburn mayor, because I got some people to know him. And but anyhow, yesterday I was also talking to the Auburn Auburn Network, who owns six radio stations in Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn Network owns 6. And the guy there, the guy I was talking to, I was telling him, he said, I'm sure the Auburn mayor would do it, but he's not all over the county. And he said the other parts of the counties where it's hit so bad, he said the guy's all over the county is the sheriff. And he said he would be great at doing it. First of all, he said he's just a super nice guy, and he recognizes people that needs things and distress. And so he gave me his number and all that, and I said, I'll call his cell number, but he won't answer. Third ring, he answers. And I told him I'm Robert Booth, I said, I'm not calling for normal media stuff. I'm not wanting anything about the storm. No, he laughed. He said, it's been a few of them. I said, no kidding. Then I told him what it's up to. He said, this is great. He said, I do know some people need to get away from here. And he said, yeah, I'll take care of it for you. So 50 tickets being sent to him, and
I wish there was some way once
they got here,
we could recognize them, in some way. I don't know how we'd go about doing that. But
how about just when we're in between artists, especially when we get down to like right before Martin McDaniel, somewhere in there, or our group, our soul group in that area. Say how many folks in Lee County, something like that, and see what kind of response we get.
I don't know. It would be interesting. Of course, they may not be able to stay late, for the concert.
Yeah.
But
or they may come late. You
or,
never know.
You never know. You never know.
But it's only a couple hour drive. That's what.
It's not too bad of a drive. That's correct.
And the thing is, rodeo is a family thing, and I'm sure if we knew them and recognized them, there's some vendors and everybody else probably want to do a little help with them too.
They might.
Yeah. I work. I may call the sheriff back on that, and couldn't they tell the ticket person when they came in, I'm from Lee County, and something like that? I'm one of the.
I don't know. I was just wondering
or
if
can we mark
the
ticket? But they're not going to. They don't get time to look at the ticket.
No, they just take the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's good way. The thing is,
and some of them don't want to be
pointed
nice
to feed them too while they're
that's
there.
what I'm getting around to.
Yeah.
Some of the vendors would. I know that.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to work on that.
Yeah.
Idea. Somebody out there may have an idea. Also, there'll be a truck trailer starting tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I got it on the news. I think it's noon to 6 or 1 to 6. Do you remember? You hadn't heard the trailer out there in the parking lot at the old Otmacola swimming pool, and they'll be taking supplies that's going to leak next Monday.
I haven't heard.
I got it on the news.
Yeah.
Started this morning at 6:30. First time I've been on the air. But anyway, luxury service and City Vop and WOPP. So people been wanting something, what to do, and we got that on air. And I don't have the copy.
Well, and I would ask people to kind of keep in mind,
they don't need clothes.
No, that's the thing. They don't need clothes. They don't.
Cleaning supplies is number one, and garbage bags. Garbage
bags, cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
Tarps.
Fruit juices for the kids. I remember that was on there.
Fruit juices for the kid. Bottled waters.
Sure.
They probably got a lot of bottled water, but I don't
think you can get enough, do you? Can you?
Well, I don't know if you
I'm sure Budweiser's already sent a truckload. They normally do.
Well, yeah.
And but it takes them a while. They have to stop. They have to start a run. They have to stop a run to run that water in them cans.
Yeah.
So, but they always do.
Right.
So I'm sure there's been a truckload. I reckon Booty could tell us that.
He probably could.
Yeah, I'll find out for
That's
us.
just a phone call away for you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Don't wake him up right now, though.
Why not? I reckon I left that copy back there in the production room. I probably did. But anyway, we do have it on the news this morning, and so the young lady in Troy has got a big honor that was in the news.
The Maury Davenport had her name left off the roster of the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game earlier this month. But earlier this week, the star basketball player learned that she will be getting to play in the 2019 Jordan Brand Classic. That's out in Las Vegas.
That's big, isn't it?
On April the 20th. Yeah, that's pretty big. Of course, she has signed with a major university, and I don't know which one it is.
I don't remember either now,
but she has already signed with that. And the other sports reminder that we have for you today is that the LBW Saints baseball game with Coastal Alabama East has been moved to today because of the threat of rain tomorrow. So they'll be playing today. I don't know where Coastal Alabama East is, but it's somewhere down in the Mobile area, I would suspect.
I think it is.
And that game will be today. If you're a LBW Saints fan, going to be traveling there.
Hey, the Op JV nabbed a win over Ariton despite a 3-run getting behind early. They came back and beat the Ariton 7-4.
7-4. Good for them.
Now, our games we broadcast on air yesterday weren't our favor. I saw the JV game. We committed errors, and that got us in trouble. And you can't make errors in girls softball, boy.
No, you can't. You pay for it quickly.
Geneva defeated our JV 4-1. The varsity, game 2, Geneva defeated our varsity 11-1. And you got to remember, Geneva has got more of a senior team this year, and we're very competitive even last year. And ours is really, really young.
Oh yeah. The things that we enjoyed last year when we had about 6 or 7 seniors on the team playing, we're having to go through some growing pains right now. But they're still very scrappy. Those girls are. Just got to get the bat on the ball.
Yeah, and I saw that 7th grader. With that, everybody talking about it on JV. Ooh, that girl can hit that ball. Yeah, she'll be playing varsity at the end of the season.
Well, she may be.
I have no doubt.
Because, they barely have enough on varsity to field a team and barely on JV. I don't know what happened to the participation. I didn't read the article, but somebody was passing something around on Facebook yesterday as to why participation is down so much in girls softball. I don't know what it is.
Well, part of it, you got 17, 19 girls and cheerleaders. That takes a bunch right there.
Well, it does, but cheerleading doesn't necessarily interfere with softball.
I think it does.
Well, I don't know why. There's nothing to be cheering for right now.
Well, I'll tell you about. Well, Tori done both, didn't she? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then usually cheerleading season is over with when softball plays.
Yeah. And of course you got the half a dozen majorettes.
And that's. Don't know that you could always say this like back in my day, even though it was true then. But especially today, cheerleaders are athletes.
Nowadays, it ain't raw, kick them in the knee and. Can't say that.
Yeah, but they're flipping and flopping and twisting and turning.
They're stunt people.
Yeah, they are.
Oh man, it's unreal.
So you've got these really great athletes, and I think that if there is a sport that they do play other than cheerleading, it usually is softball.
Well, maybe some of them will come on out. Be good. Hey, we had a winner yesterday, late, while I was at the ballpark. Let's see, number 5 was it. The number 5, Danielle Bronner, found it on Lee Street. Now you say, where in the world is Lee Street? All right, we got pretty plain about the clues. We let you know that it was on Highway 84. I think I did print E for West. If I don't really think, I confuse 84. I still do. I've done it ever since I've been in op. But of course, Andalusia is west.
Yes, it is.
And I think I put an E there. But anyhow, you got the W there now. 2 blocks, now where am I? 2 blocks off of it. She found it with the arrow there. So I'm green in color. I'm all the way down the street, 2 blocks curved to the left, and I'm on the left. She got it because of the Arts and Krauss and figuring out that it was in a garage area. Williams Garage is what I was talking about. Been closed many years. And of course, you come back to War Job, there's a little building, hut, or something shop. They opened on Fridays and Saturdays a lot of times, so Arts and Krauss there.
Okay.
Years ago. And then, and you turn right there. Anyway, it was 2 blocks off the 84 in that area. And I think if you read the clues right through again, you'll find out that was all very accurate. And I had several complain the clues are too hard and all that. They're hard when you don't know where it's at. I agree. But if when you read them backwards, once it's found, he told us where it was, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I'm so used to Democrats bitching all the time anyhow. So I've got you can bitch and I ain't gonna worry about it one bit or the other. And so well, got too many people enjoying it, family wise and all that, and you got 1 or 2 that wants to get on the. And what I'm gonna do if you keep that up, I'm gonna block you. You won't be able to get clues and nothing else. So play nice. If you don't like it, don't participate. Stay home. Save your gas. Because I frankly don't care.
That's true.
Oh, we want to make it good for the family, and it's been working good.
So we got 2 eggs left.
Yep. Number 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
You gonna take 3 or 4? Which one are you taking?
Well, I've got 4 marked.
Okay, I'll do 3 in that case.
Okay. Egg number 4. Do you want to do all the clues or the last 4 or 5? Or?
I think we can do the last 10 to 13.
Okay. Picking up at clue number 10 because the other clues have they've all been posted, but number 10, up on a hill, don't turn left, but look on the left after the turn. Number 11, why can't you see me? I see you. You may need to push back some leaves. Clue number 12, I'm orange in color. I'm across the road from the street sign. And clue number 13, the last name of the road is a color. So that ought to help a tremendous amount.
You almost know where it's at now, don't you?
Well, if I need to read through all the clues, I might be able to figure something out there.
My problem, and I want to ask you off the air, I think I know what this guy did as a career. I think I know what he was, but I'm not 100% sure is why I didn't do it.
Oh.
I came close to doing it. I wanted to, instead of the color.
Okay.
But I wasn't 100% sure. I guess I just, and I said, better wait till I find out for sure.
Okay.
I think you are, I know your dad will know, so we'll find out. If we have to give another clue.
Oh, okay.
Give us.
I got you.
23 minutes now past 7.
Number 3.
Did I do number 3?
No, you didn't do number 3. You didn't do number 3.
Okay. Oh, I see where I didn't do it. Keep me straight. We gave all these other clues about singing and out singing services on Saturday, services now, more recently on Sunday. Well, we're going to bring you an update on that. Number 10. Over the years, some good preaching and singing now all gone. Years ago, I could hear the noise of an old-time bar in awe. I am yellow in color near a church. No services at this church in several months. An inactive church.
See, this is the one I thought I knew where it was, but I hadn't said anything to you about it. But I thought I think I got an idea where this one might be.
Oh, it's behind a old. It's not there no more. Honky tonk. Alleged honky tonk.
That part kind of threw me off. I may be out in the wrong place.
I'll say that you can buy ice there where it used to be. Does that put you in the right neighborhood now?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to help this morning. I want to hide the gold leg because that's got VIP with it, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not VIP, meet and greet.
The meet and greet.
You guarantee. I'll introduce you, Jay or I. You go come up to us, and we'll tell you who John Paul is, so you can go and introduce yourself, so he'll take care of you. Or Don, any of the old JCs, you'll go out, and then we'll tell you that when you come and get your tickets. We'll tell you to find John Paul, and he's always going to be around the stage or up there eating. But he's around the stage a lot, and so it won't be that hard to find. 25 minutes now past 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. I'm hurt. I called our mayor yesterday. She didn't call me back.
She didn't call you back?
That's hardly ever she does that on me. But now she might have actually listened to my message. She usually calls before she listens to the message.
Oh.
If she listens to my message, there's no reason to call back.
Well, maybe so.
I'm driving and I'm telling on myself. My brain starts going everywhere else, and I think of things that needs to be done, and I'll voice things on the phone. I don't look down and all that kind of stuff and dial it. I tell that phone to call so and so and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you text, but you tell the phone to text. Yeah, I see that was a feature I didn't even know my phone had until I saw you doing it one day, and I thought, well, I'm gonna try that.
It works too, don't it?
Yeah, it works real good.
Hey, here's something funny. If you somehow know punch the thing, and you train the phone to get something else, the thing's picking up your conversation, and then it's gonna. And when you stop, pause, then the thing's going to answer you. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Better be careful.
Yeah, it is hilarious when that happens, man. She'll get to me later today.
Oh, okay.
She was busy yesterday. Thank you, Mayor. We love you. I had this brain. I can't say that on air, can I?
Well, you said other things, that's for sure.
I'm trying to be nice this morning. If you checked our Facebook page, we're going to be talking about this a lot next week. But we're going to have an open house next Friday, 3 o'clock until 6. Next Saturday, 10 to 3, rodeo weekend. Because a lot of folks will be in town. This house at 707 East Ida.
Yep.
2 lots fenced in, vinyl chain, 5 foot high. Great if you got pets. Great if you got kids. Man, it's a big, big yard. New metal roof, heavy duty steel, new interior paint, living room. We got the pictures and all up on it. And like I said, we're going to be telling you more and more about it next week. But that is, I went through it yesterday.
It's a nice property. It's open. Going to have an open house so you can view the property and you can check on the details and all that.
Near the schools.
Yeah.
Right, sitting right in the middle of the middle and the high school.
Yeah.
The grammar, of course, you got to carry the grammar no matter where you live.
Well, the only downside is it's close to Don children. So.
Well, you want me to tell you one better than that?
What?
Pam's right next door.
Well, Pam ain't never at her house. She's always working somewhere.
Oh, okay. So Don's at home. He sleeps to noon.
Well, I know that.
But, I mean, you don't ever play out in the pool no more. Gotten too old for that.
Gotten too old to play in the pool.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure he hires his lawn done.
Well, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen him pushing a mower or riding one.
And he goes to Lake Martin half the time. So, boy, you ain't got no neighbor to worry about much, have you?
You ain't got no. That's right.
Pam gone all the time. Ken, Don's gone all the time. And you're right there at the street to separate you from the next neighbors. So,
there you go.
Not a bad place.
Not a bad deal at all.
Anybody else we need to talk about this morning?
No, I think we've done enough damage.
We got less friends than we had when we started, huh?
Well, we don't worry about Don hearing it because he's asleep.
Yeah. Oh, Don's pretty tough. He's, you know, when you're the city planner for all them years, your skin gets tough.
Well, you have to, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. It's kind of, I guess it's sometimes it might be hard to stay focused when people are raking you over the coals so much, but you just learn to roll on.
It's part of the job.
That's
right.
right.
They say.
That's right.
You reckon we need the senior birthdays? I mean, our celebrity birthdays.
Our celebrity birthdays. Yeah, I need them.
Yeah, okay. I reckon I got to get them in. Okay. Oh. I've got them.
You got them.
I've got them.
All right.
I've got them. You got one page.
Well, I always like to have at least one page.
And two more. Not pages, just two more.
Well, today is Wednesday, March the 13th, 2019. So we want to say happy birthday.
It's getting hot in here, man.
Some famous folk feeling good now. Emily Hirsch is an actor from the movie Milk is 34. Danny Masterson is an actor from that 70s show. He's 43. Annabeth Gish is an actress from Mystic Pizza, is 48. Christopher Collette is an actor. He was in the Manhattan Project. He's 51. Adam Clayton, a singer with the group U2. He's 59. Dana Delaney is an actress, an Emmy Award winner in the TV show China Beach, is 63. William H. Macy, an actor from Fargo, is 69. Neil Sedaka, woohoo! Calendar Girl, Breaking Up is Hard to Do, Sweet 16, Laughter in the Rain. Neil Sedaka is 80 today. Mike Stoller is a record producer and songwriter. He is 86. Wrote the song Hound Dog, 86 today. And Jan Howard, country and western singer, Grand Ole Opry. She did the song The One You Slip Around With, Evil on Your Mind, and For Loving You. Jan Howard is 89 today, born in 1930. Happy birthday to our celebrities.
I wonder how Neil Sedaka would go over for the rodeo. You and I'd like it, wouldn't you?
Well, he'd probably have to be in the auditorium at the high school, but yeah, I'd like to hear Neil Sedaka. Breaking up is hard to do.
I have no idea how much he books for. But let's give John Paul just a look for us. For the heck of it.
That would be interesting.
We might just want to do another concert
all you
some
have
other
to do
day.
is have him a piano there.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Glenn Haley, the actress from Dirty Rotten Scandals, that's funny, would have been 64, passed away in 2017. Deborah Ruffin, the actress from Foul Play, would have been 66, passed away in 12. Fred Berry, nicknamed Rerun, TV show What's Happening, remember that? Would have been 68, passed away in 03. Sammy Kaye, the band leader, Harbor Lights, would have been 109, passed away in 87. And those are the celebrities gone on and will not be returning. And we're 2 minutes ahead, Randy Griffin. We're putting you off schedule this morning. Sorry about that.
Townhall.com. Red flags have been raised by at least two pilots over potential issues with the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliner. Correspondent Mike Garcia says the concerns are included in a NASA database.
In one report, the co-pilot called out descending, followed by an audio cockpit warning, don't sink, don't sink. The captain disconnected the autopilot and the jet resumed climbing. In the other report, the co-pilot said the nose pitched downward and the MAX 8 jet began descending at 1,200 to 1,500 feet per minute just seconds after engaging the autopilot. As with the other flight, the plane began to climb after the captain disconnected the autopilot.
There have been two deadly crashes of MAX 8 planes in the past 6 months.
Still funky.
A moratorium on executions being put in place by California Governor Gavin Newsom. House Democrats expected to vote today to require public release of the Mueller report.
As speculation swirls that Mueller is close to finishing his 22-month
I think I probably need to reset the computer because it's acting funny.
Public release of any parts of the report that aren't specifically prohibited.
Maybe it'll last till after the air.
Also urge that the entire report be sent to Congress. This is, of course, a non-binding resolution. Attorney General William Barr has hinted he may only send a summary to Congress.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines. 50 people charged in an alleged plot to cheat the admissions process at 8 of America's leading universities. Wealthy parents accused of paying bribes to get their kids into those schools. Stanford student Larissa Bursch telling KGO-TV it's far from a victimless crime.
I think there absolutely are victims. I think it's any student who deserved to get in, who worked really hard.
Prosecutors allege parents spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, some as much as $6.5 million,
to guarantee their children's admission. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 32 points, NASDAQ
For
futures
$6.5 million.
29
Woo.
points higher. More of these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 7:34. Time for you to drop by CCB here in Opp, meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by
Farmers IGA,
Southern Independent Bank,
TNC Pharmacy,
The Woodmore,
Blade and Wing Cafe,
Covington Eye Care,
JR's Lawnmower Shop,
Hotties.
Alabama Governor Kay Ivey signed bold legislation Tuesday afternoon that will raise the state's fuel tax rate for the first time since the early 1990s. Her approval came in a signing ceremony at the Capitol shortly after the Alabama Senate passed her infrastructure plan dubbed the Rebuild Alabama Act. The plan includes a 10-cent gas tax increase that will be phased in over 3 years, with the money going towards roads, bridges, and the Port of Mobile. Today, March the 12th, 2019, is a historic day for the great state of Alabama, Ivey said, to applause in opening remarks to media waiting in the Old House chamber. What the members of the Alabama legislature have done today is to improve Alabama's infrastructure for generations to come. Ivey said she was proud to watch the legislature at its finest hour of operation.
Police say a man has none life-threatening injuries after he was shot Tuesday afternoon. Montgomery Police Department Captain Regina Duckett said that police responded in reference to a subject shot in the 600 block of Corvera Hill Drive. This is where police found the victim. Police are still investigating both where the shooting took place and the events that led up to the shooting. Police have not identified a suspect at this time.
The Alabama Education Association is responding after winning a lawsuit against the Public Education Employees Health Insurance Plan, or PHIP, last week. The state's highest court ruled in favor of the Alabama Education Association in a lawsuit concerning closed-door meetings held by the Teachers' Health Insurance Plan. Teachers are about to see more money in their paychecks thanks to the Alabama Supreme Court ruling. The AEA claimed that back in 2016, PHIP's board did not follow the state's open meeting law when it increased premiums and spousal surcharges. PHIP claimed that it did everything by the book.
After a lengthy search, Dothan is on the verge of hiring a new city manager. He is Kevin Cowper, who now serves as the Auburn Assistant City Manager. We have picked Kevin from our candidates and will vote on him soon, says Mayor Mark Saliba, referring to the commission approval needed to finalize the hire. Cowper has worked with Auburn since 2007, and according to the city website, also serves as Chief Operating Officer.
To Kill a Mockingbird author Harper Lee rallied against her Alabama hometown for trying to, railed against her Alabama hometown for trying to exploit her success in a letter that previews her later legal battles involving her novel. The writer's bitter assessment of Monroeville comes in a 3-page letter that's being sold with other items at or by Bonham's auctions. In this 1993 letter, she wrote that appalling people were trying to turn her into a tourist attraction like Elvis Presley and Graceland.
That's true. After a Florida father received a FaceTime call from his crying son, he allegedly threatened violence and showed up at the boys' middle school with an AK-47 handgun. Christopher Freeman, age 27, faces charges of aggravated assault with a weapon, possession of firearm on the school grounds, and disrupting school function. He's being held on a $75,000 bond. The father, who uses a wheelchair, was arrested Monday afternoon at his son's school, Bear Lakes Middle School in West Palm Beach. He told school district police his crying son had called him on FaceTime to say a teacher had slammed him, according to the Palm Beach Post reports. During the call, Freeman says he saw an adult grab the boy. The phone then went flying and the call ended. The father rushed to the campus where a school police officer approached him. The arrest report says Freeman was visibly upset and yelling, "I want to see the guy who slammed my son. I've got something for him," according to the South Florida Sun Sentinel.
The officer also saw what appeared to be a handle of large handgun sticking out of the suspect's pants. The middle school was placed on lockdown. Backup officers arrived and searched Freeman. Police say they found the AK-47 Mini Draco pistol with an extended 30-round magazine and a bullet in the chamber, according to the reports. The father allegedly told police he never intended to use the gun to harm anyone. He said he carries it for protection and forgot he had it on him.
Yeah, when he said he had something for it.
Yeah, that I don't think you're gonna get out of that, bud.
That's a federal crime.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. I understand him being angry, but you don't sell it that way.
Yeah.
It went to the school with nothing. It'd been a lot better.
Sure.
A lot better. Check your time. It is now 7:39 here at WOPP.
No. Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 off Airport Road. Now we got
Maria
and Wing Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best in the air.
Fun.
Visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under free. The Blaine and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meal a great experience.
Dr. Joshua Driver and the friendly staff at Covington Eye Care would like to thank all of you for your continued confidence in our ability to care for you and your family.
Our newly renovated office offers all the latest technology to give you a comprehensive eye examination, as well as detect and treat eye diseases. We are pleased to now offer many surgical procedures as we partner with Dr. Brent McKinley, board-certified cataract surgeon.
We carry the newest styles of Costa Del Mar and Maui Jim sunglasses for all your summer fun. We also have an extensive line of frames to meet the needs of those on a budget, as well as those looking for Nike or the popular Coach line. And hey, Jack, we even carry the Duck Commander line.
For the contact lens wearers, we have the most comfortable brands, and for those who want to change it up a bit, we now offer the brand New Air Optics Color Contacts.
So call us today at 493-6600 to set up your next appointment, or visit us at 604 North Main Street in Opp to give us an opportunity to meet all your eye care needs.
Gary Owen Roberts, age 61, of Bob, passed away Saturday in a Jacksonville, Florida hospital. Survived by his wife, Tina Marie Libby Roberts, son, Leith Roberts, daughters and son-in-laws, Nina and Chad Williams, and Mandy and Vince McNamara. Mother, Mary Coney Roberts, brother, Tony Roberts, sister and brother-in-law, Janet and Danny McKinney, and Linda Johnson. 8 grandchildren. Funeral services for Gary Owen Roberts will be conducted at 11 a.m. at Westview Baptist Church. Interment will follow in the I Know Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation will be at Westview Baptist Church 1 hour prior to the service. Earl Herman Darnell, age 73, a resident of Bonneville, passed away on Monday. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Union Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Union Cemetery with Turner's Funeral Home of Luverne Direct Team. Noel Herman Darnell is survived by his wife, Catherine Early Darnell, daughters and son-in-law, Lee Ann and Terrell Brown, Karen and Kim Willis, Tammy and Rusty Hicks, and Bess Ashworth. Numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, brother and sister-in-law Rodna and Edna Darnell, and sister Sarah Johnson. The family will be receiving friends at the church Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Dilky Dickey Ennis, age 78, of Andalusia, passed away Monday in Dothan. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. Thursday at the First Baptist Church of Andalusia. Visitation will be at 10 a.m. Thursday at the First Baptist Church. A Masonic service will be observed at the graveside. Burial will follow in the Andalusia Memorial Cemetery with Foreman Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Dilky Dickey Ennis is survived by his wife, Janelle Godwin Ennis, 1 son and daughter-in-law, Greg and Olivia Ennis, a daughter and son-in-law, Patty and Clayton Wood, sister Mary Vaughn, 11 grandchildren, and several nieces and nephews.
Paul Taylor Wiggins, age 84, of Opp, passed away Sunday at Flowers Hospital in Dothan. Survived by wife Jean Moody Wiggins, son Tony Wiggins, daughter Tammy and Jeff Parker, 6 grandchildren, a great-grandchild. Funeral services for Paul Taylor Wiggins will be Thursday at 2 p.m. at Wyatt Funeral Home and Chapel. Burial will be at Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be 6 o'clock to 8 p.m. at Wyatt Funeral Home.
Annie Faye Clark, 83, of Montgomery, passed away Sunday at her residence, survived by her children Jack D. Clark, Gary Michael Buddy and Darlene Clark, Johnny and Douglas Whitehead, and Joanne and Paul Knight, 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Annie Faye Clark will be conducted at 2 p.m. Thursday at Cahue Funeral Home Chapel. The family will receive friends 2 hours prior to the service at the chapel, with burial to follow in the Good Hope Cemetery. Cahue Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Evelyn Turner Mosley, age 90, of Alt, passed away Sunday at Alt Health and Rehab, survived by sons and daughter-in-laws Ronald and Donna Mosley, Coleman and Sylvia Mosley, 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Evelyn Turner Mosley will be held at 10 a.m. Friday at Wyatt Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow at Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday at Wyatt Funeral Home. Memorials can be made to the Southside Baptist Church of Roth Building Fund. The family will be receiving friends at the home of son and daughter-in-law Coleman and Sylvia Mosley at 2312 U.S. Highway 84 West, Bob. John Devane Meacham, age 54, of Fort Worth, Texas, formerly of Elba, passed away last Wednesday. A memorial service for John Devane Meacham will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday at Covenant Community Church in Elba. The family will receive friends prior to the service at 10 a.m. The family requests contributions to the American Cancer Society or to the charity of your choice.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, folks. Spring is in the air. We're ready to sell some lawnmowers. And now we are a Langley dealer for the Covenant County area also. Yes, I said Langley Lawnmowers. And we also carry the large line of Husqvarna Total Source. We are a Grasshopper dealer. DR Trimmer dealer. Hubble Power Equipment. I'm saying all of this to say this. We will not be undersold. JR's Lawnmower Shop.
2.5 on the first one because
But he can always,
he was out of breath and I give him extra 30 seconds.
Well, also, he can always take longer.
Yeah.
Tell him if you don't hear from him,
just
keep playing sound, play commercials till I hear from him.
Yeah.
This week's special.
Yeah, he's got to learn that part. But I mean, hey. But see, he knows kind of what we're doing because he's heard us so much.
Yeah.
So he's not a rookie at learning.
USDA filet mignon steak, $12.99 a pound.
But don't tell you now,
very good.
We're going to run the Marty's the first time up there, but he may be better to work off, like, because you can communicate with him.
77 cents.
And it did not sound bad at all. It didn't sound too much like a phone.
Bananas, 2 pounds for 88
That was the best phone
Shop your
that I've ever
Hometown
worked.
Proud Farmers IGA in the Bar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
The Covenant County Commission has reversed course and decided not to greenlight plans for a new mental health facility next to the county jail.
Well, I gave him his $50 for the
favor of partnering with South Central Alabama Mental Health
basketball.
to
So they paid me cash yesterday.
But in uproar from the residents caused commissioners to
I had his $100 bills.
The
So
county commission held a groundbreaking
I don't usually pay
ceremony a few
ahead of
months
time.
ago
I usually wait
to
3 or 4
celebrate
games to do
what
it,
it
but
called
here's
an
your first
economic
payment.
development project
So he had a $100 bill in his
25
pocket too.
That probably
that helps. It don't hurt.
Citizens centered on safety.
And he's doing. I didn't help. I just told him I normally paid a little money at the first of the season, and I paid a little money that last season, so it's not coming out of your pocket. He said, I said, it ain't no money maker.
What amazes me is I don't know where he keeps all that. Because he was talking statistics about girls on the other side that coming up. And you, I mean, who knew about?
He does that when he comes out here.
Yeah, I mean, it just blow your mind.
Detergent, large trash bags, cleaning supplies, his juice boxes, his snacks, and more. Taking the trailer to Lee County on Monday. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, help fill the trailer for Lee County from 1 o'clock until 6. The Off-Rattlesnake Rodeo Committee has sent 50 tickets to Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones, who will be giving tickets to the rodeo March the 23rd or 24th to storm victims that he sees and think they need a day away from all the problems they have been facing with their family. While this is a small token, as Sheriff Jones said, this could be just what the doctor ordered. He says he appreciates the folks in Opp thinking of his friends in Lee County. The Opp Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Cody County Sheriff Department booked in 11. 1 holding for another agency, 4 for violation of probation, 2 failure to appear, 1 weekend time, 1 SONA, 1 theft of property 1st degree, 1 for domestic violence and harassment 3rd degree, 14 released, 5 of those sent to the Department of Correction, 217 in the Covington County Jail.
Parents who enjoyed the convenience of having their children get flu shots at school last fall will have the opportunity for their children to get additional vaccines when Health Heroes returns to all schools in Covington County on Thursday, but the shots cannot be administered without a release form from parents. If you have any questions, you can contact your child's school.
If you change your mind. The cast and chorus of Mamma Maria have been learning lines, music, and dances in preparation for the performance set for March the 16th and 17th. The storyline is Donna, Kathy Powell, an independent hoteler in the Greek islands, is preparing for her daughter's wedding with the help of 2 old friends. Meanwhile, Sophie, Katie King, the spirited bride, has a plan. She secretly invites 3 men from her mother's past in hope of meeting her real father and having him escort her down the aisle for the big day. The play features the music of ABBA. Rattlesnake Rodeo
Is accepting applications for arts and crafts vendors.
12 by 12 space, $100. $50 for electrical hookup.
And $10 for city license.
For complete information and application, go to www.rattlesnakerodeo.com.
Or phone Liz Lindsay at 334-858-6624.
Or the City of Opp, 334-493-7840.
See you at the rodeo.
The 59th Annual Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th. Snake shows, kids activities, arts and crafts, snake races. Headlining Saturday night, Tyler Fogg. Sunday afternoon, country superstar Craig Morgan. Advance tickets at City Hall, $10 per day. Day of, gate tickets are $15 a day. Kids 6 and under, free. Gates open 8 a.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sunday. For more info, check them out on Facebook or online at OppRattlesnakeRodeo.com.
The Covington County Emergency Management Agency and the National Weather Service are looking for a few people interested in the weather to become weather watchers. The National Weather Service Mobile office will offer a free basic Skywarn weather spotter class from 6 until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26th at the Covington County Administration Complex. The office is located at 260 Hillcrest Drive in Andalusia. For additional information, you can call 334-428-2670.
AMVETS Post 23 in Opp, Alabama is hosting a Veterans Appreciation Day with a luncheon at AMVETS Service Center at 203 Martin Luther King Drive in Opp on Saturday,
And I
March
had
the
some
30th,
people stop by and welcome me back
2019.
last night.
The luncheon is scheduled to begin
Yeah.
at 1300 hours and run
Here at the
until
station?
Post 23 is providing barbecue sandwiches with baked beans, coleslaw, and soft drinks. The event is
Good.
open to all veterans and their families. A DJ will play music of the 60s through the 80s era beginning at 1200 hours. Bring yard chairs as seating is limited. To ensure enough food is planned, please RSVP by calling Paul at 815-712-2515 or Dennis at
We got that one on, I think.
406.
Just need to put it on running wall, I think.
And let us know the number in your party.
The big event,
Stick 'em
one big
around
day,
it
one big thanks, one big event. Saturday, April 6th, 9 a.m. until noon. The big event is an opportunity for LBW Community College students and employees to say thank you. Need lawn work done, cars or windows washed, painting, lightweight moving,
Brittany to cut
furniture or
that.
boxes, indoor cleaning, sweeping, light bulbs replaced, or something else? Call
That's what I'm
us,
talking
maybe
about.
we can help. Job sites include residences, churches, schools, or businesses within 10 minutes of LBWCC Andalusia campus. Deadline to apply is March 22nd. For more information, call Diane Cook at 334-881-2256 or Jason Jesse at 334-881-2245.
On-the-go lifestyles call for on-the-go solutions. And the Southern Independent Bank mobile app is just that. Check account balances, pay bills, make deposits, and a lot more. All from the convenience of your mobile device. It's anytime banking from anywhere. Download the SIB mobile app from your app store today to get started. Southern Independent Bank, Op and Andalusia, the power of independence. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To refill a prescription, press 1. To hear pharmacy hours and information, press 3. To speak to the pharmacy, press 0.
Then hang up your phone and give us a call at 493-4517. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to one of our friendly pharmacy staff members without having to remember which number to press. We will gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance copay will be the same. If you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us a call at TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue, Opp, Alabama.
Baseball and softball for this week. Thursday, the Opp ladies JV in varsity at Andalusia at 4:30. The Opp JV will be at Geneva in a doubleheader at 4:30. On Friday, the Opp High ladies will play in the Arrington JV tournament, and the varsity will play in the Andalusia tournament. The Opp JV and varsity will be at Red Level at 4:30. Saturday, the Opp varsity will play in Andalusia tournament, 2:30 Theodore, 5 p.m. Andalusia.
Fun at Gills USA Fishing Tournament on Thursday, March 14th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. with proceeds to support student skills competition. Entry fee is $5 for students, $10 for others. The award for the biggest fish, $75. The smallest fish, $25. Register on site the day of the event. Proceeds from the fishing tournament are used to sponsor students in local, state, and national competitions in which students demonstrate occupational and leadership skills. For tournament rules, entry forms, and more information regarding the Skills USA Fishing Tournament, visit www.lbwcc.edu or contact Denise Sauls at 334-493-5328.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To refill a prescription, press 1.
Skip that
To
up.
hear pharmacy hours and information, press 3. To speak to the pharmacy,
About on time.
Then hang up your phone and give us a call at 493-4517. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to one of our friendly pharmacy staff members without having to remember which number to press. We will gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance copay will be the same. If you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us
I'm
a
glad
call
the survivors are urged to
101
register.
Parish Avenue, Opp, Alabama.
One of the biggest questions facing all
Those are parents, we kind of tough.
Good old USA is what will happen to our aging population?
Be very
Woodmore
tough.
on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence. But as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm KJ Matthews. For
Boy,
this
you sound
morning,
like you're
partly
weird.
sunny skies, southeast winds of 10 miles
Yeah,
per
that's
hour.
what he was talking
The
about
afternoon
yesterday.
high up to
I sent him
78 degrees.
a text,
Mostly
but I
cloudy
reckon
tonight,
I'll send him
low
a
dropping to 64,
voice
south
one.
winds of 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers for Thursday. Tomorrow's high mostly cloudy, 77. South winds of 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 60 is our low this morning. The winds are from the east at 3 miles per hour. The official sunrise at 6:59. The official sunset 6:52. 61 degrees and overcast out there. I hope it'll be a pretty day as yesterday, but they say it's not. It's going to be a pretty fair day, but not as pretty as yesterday.
Yeah, it's about a 60% chance of rain.
And actually only 10 right now.
Really?
Yep, 20% tonight. So they moved that back to tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. And hey, if you don't like the weather today, wait till tomorrow. This is South Alabama, folks. 61 degrees here at WOPP. Somebody's stupid enough to text me. Atlanta.
Good morning. I'm Alan Schofield, and this is the WOPP birthday party for Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. Brought to you by the Sweet Shop, located inside the Farmers IGA
nursing
Let's say
facility.
good morning and happy birthday
this
to
one's gonna be
Tori
2
Spivey.
days.
Also, Jimmy
Okay,
Bush gets a candle
2
today.
days.
Brandy Mills celebrates.
And
Birthday
let's
wishes
see, there's
for
another
Donna Thorne.
text.
Also, Betty Blue gets a
13th,
candle today.
13th,
Birthday
13th.
wishes for
None
Betty
on
Williams.
that.
Also,
Email, that's an
Johnny
email, not
Johnson
text.
celebrating a birthday today. Got a
And
short
that
list.
one's
That's all
already
I've got.
done
Let's
too.
check in with Robert and see who's on his list, and I'll be back with a winner in a moment.
You caught me checking. Happy birthday to Leanna Spears today. Leanna Spears. Jeanette Colley's got a birthday today. Who else with birthdays today? Chris Gohagen with a birthday today. All right. TD Morgan. Oh, Lord help us.
Lord,
Oh,
TD.
man. Knowing TD's been celebrating all week long.
Probably.
I hope the cake was good. You didn't invite me over. You didn't bring me a slice either with ice cream. Nico Parks with a birthday today. Just reminding you, TD. Jim Bush with a birthday. Christopher Gohagen with one. Oh, my cousin Donna Vostine up in Birmingham with a birthday today. Let's see. Sonny Vaughn with a birthday today. Sonny, I thought you quit having them. Let's see. Jim Bush with a birthday today. And let's see. Who else with birthdays? Tim Pierce with a birthday today. Let's see. Who else with birthdays today? Marty Bowden with a birthday today. And let's see. Going down the list. JT Jordan with a birthday today. And TD Morgan didn't bring us a slice of cake with ice cream. And it's his birthday today. I thought he'd be right here bright and early this morning. He knows cake and ice cream and coffee goes together. We got the coffee, and you know.
That's right.
But that's all right. We'll see if Alan loves you or not. We'll be back with that in just a moment.
The IGA Sweet Shop offers custom.
Hey, fella.
Morning.
How's it going?
How's it going, mister? As well as cakes for other
Uh-huh.
occasions like teen parties and team parties. Call in your orders ahead of time at 493-9805. That's at the IGA Sweet Shop inside Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza.
Let's say happy birthday and congratulations to our birthday party winner for the day, Brandy Mills. Happy birthday, Brandy. Hope you have a great birthday today. And be sure you swing by the radio station during our lobby hours. In the morning, 6 until 10, or in the afternoon, 2 until 5, and grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends in the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza, and your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
News this hour from townhall.com. Comments Thomason. Red flags have been raised by at least 2 pilots over potential issues with the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jetliner. Correspondent Mike Rossier says the concerns are included in a NASA database.
In one report, the co-pilot called out descending, followed by an audio cockpit warning, "Don't sink, don't sink." The captain disconnected the
39 minutes
autopilot and
late.
the jet resumed climbing. In the other report, the co-pilot said the nose pitched downward and the MAX 8 jet began descending at 1,200 to 1,500 feet per minute just seconds after engaging the autopilot. As with the other flight, the plane began to climb after the captain disconnected the autopilot.
There have been 2 deadly crashes of MAX 8 planes in the past 6 months. A moratorium on executions being put in place by California Governor Gavin Newsom. House Democrats expected to vote today to require public release of the Mueller report.
As speculation swirls that Mueller is close to finishing his 22-month investigation.
He had to come back last night and
Call
put
for the public
tomorrow's
release
log
of
on,
any
or
parts
today's
of the
log.
report that are specifically prohibited by law.
Yeah.
They'll also urge that the entire report be sent to Congress.
So that should be
This
the
is,
last
of course,
thing
a
you do when you
non-binding
leave.
resolution. Attorney General William
Actually,
Barr
you
said
should
he
have
may only send a
logs
summary to
for a
Congress.
whole
Capitol
week.
Hill correspondent Wally Hines.
50 people
She's been
charged
told
in
and
an
told.
alleged plot to cheat the admissions process at 8 of America's leading universities. Wealthy parents accused of paying bribes to get their kids into those schools. Stanford student Larissa Birch telling KGO-TV it's far from a victimless crime.
I think there absolutely are victims. I think
I'm
it's
not
any
sure.
student
I'm
who
not sure
deserved to
Brittany
get
could
in,
have
who
the whole
worked really
week on
hard.
Sunday.
Prosecutors allege parents
I
spent
hate
hundreds
wait.
of
I
thousands
want
of
it. I
dollars,
want it.
some as
I want
much
a
as
break like
$6.5
I want it
million
from Wednesday
to
to
guarantee
Tuesday.
their children's admission. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 32 points, NASDAQ futures 29 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Before being exonerated by DNA tests, Brandon Moon,
Look at
Kansas
that.
City, Missouri, served nearly 17 years for a crime he did not commit. The American Bar Association found that more than 150 people in 31 states and the District of Columbia served a total of 1,800 years in prison before being exonerated by DNA evidence. Being falsely accused can make you feel helpless, especially when the results can devastate your life. What should you do if this happens to you? Well, listen, the same one who was falsely accused on the road to Calvary, Jesus, is your advocate with the Father. You trust him, and he will give you the help and the encouragement and the support you need to keep on keeping on. And that, my friend, is something to think about. I'm Gary Miller, pastor of Westview Baptist Church in Opp.
There's things that my dad used to do when I was growing up. When I walked out the door, he would say, "Do you have gas in the car and a quarter to call if you need me?" Now, it's time to take care of my dad.
At Comfort Care Hospice, we consider it an honor to care for those with life-limiting illness. We care for their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, enhancing their quality of life and your peace of mind. And because we're based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us, day or night. Comfort Care, the right hospice, right here.
With us for sports, Patrick Frost. The Milwaukee Bucks used a 45-point third quarter to pull away for a 130-113 victory at New Orleans Tuesday night. The Bucks now with the league best 51-17 mark. Denver pulled within one game of final Golden State for the Western Conference lead, downing Minnesota 133-107. Portland moved into a tie with Oklahoma City for fourth in the West, defeating the LA Clippers 125-104, snapping the Clippers' 5-game winning streak. Indiana beat New York 103-98. Pacers guard Darren Collison with 16 points as they bounce back after losing two straight.
I thought Coach did a good job of, making sure everybody's engaged for
Oh, that's the egg winner.
Yeah, pepping us up.
The win kept the Pacers tied with Philadelphia for the number
You
3
bet.
spot in the
Yeah,
East,
he is.
as the Sixers beat Cleveland 106-99. Philly forward Joel Embiid with 17 points as they made the plays they needed to get the victory.
In these type of games, you want to come in, from the start, and we did that, and then we kind of let up a little bit, but we made a couple defensive plays that got us to win.
This is SRN Sports.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Gas is over Tuesday through Saturday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free pool Tuesday through Thursday. And we have bar snacks. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi.
That's the old way. Damn it.
At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
Need to service your firearms? Want to buy a new or good used firearm? Well, look no further than the Opp Gun Shop. The Opp Gun Shop is your local repair and sales shop. They clean guns and sell pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, and accessories. Hog hunters, you need to check out the night vision optics. Need black rifle parts? The Opp Gun Shop is your store. Fast turnaround, on-site gun repair. We also handle FFL gun transfers for those who choose to shop online. The Opp Gun Shop, open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Located at 109 West Covington Avenue, across from the Opp Donut Shop. Or call 764-3457. The Opp Gun Shop, 764-3457. Dr. Joshua Driver and the friendly staff at Covington Eye Care would like to thank all of you for your continued confidence in our ability to care for you and your family.
Our newly renovated office offers all the latest technology to give you a comprehensive eye examination, as well as detect and treat eye diseases. We are pleased to now offer many surgical procedures as we partner with Dr. Brent McKinley, board-certified cataract surgeon.
We carry the newest styles of Costa Del Mar and Maui Jim sunglasses for all your summer fun. We also have an extensive line of frames to meet the needs of those on a budget, as well as those looking for Nike or the popular Coach line. And hey, Jack, we even carry the Duck Commander line.
For the contact lens wearers, we have the most comfortable brands, and for those who want to change it up a bit, we now offer the brand New Air Optics Color Contacts.
So call us today at 493-6600 to set up your next appointment, or visit us at 604 North Main Street in Opp to give us an opportunity to meet all your eye care needs.
No. Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 off Airport Road. Now we got it. Blade and Wing Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best in the air. Come and visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under free. The Blade and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meals a great experience. Neil Tyndall Tire is now
Commercial
in the new
file.
tire business. First
Commercial file. Commercial file.
Financing Tyndall Tire.
Where's commercial?
Easy.
Here we are.
Located at 105 Sundridge
I need to take it out right there.
After the bypass, headed to Kentstown.
Delete.
Terms and financing, 6 months, same as cash. Tyndall Tire.
Delete everywhere.
Easy.
All right,
Been in
now
the
let's go
wholesale
here.
business for 7 years.
Come back.
Over 6,000 used tires in stock. Now the retail. Neil Tyndall Tire. Financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy. For any budget, phone 334-493-08.
American Legion. We'll play that after we can run our mouth a little
And
bit.
follow us on Instagram.
Correct it.
Here's your Weather Bug LA weather. I'm TJ Matthews.
God, it
For
sounds
this
weird.
morning, partly sunny skies, southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. The afternoon high up to 78 degrees. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low dropping to 64, south winds of 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers for Thursday. Tomorrow's high and mostly cloudy, 77. South winds of 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 60 degrees is our low this morning. The winds are from the east. There we go. 3 miles an hour. I was looking for it. The official sunrise at 6:59. The official sunset at 6:52. 10% chance of rain today, 20% tonight. A little bit, not quite like yesterday, but somewhat. It's not going to be quite as nice as yesterday, but it's not going to be a bad day. Wait till tomorrow, then it'll be. That's what they think.
Yeah, that's what
I think that's what they're going to do. But hey, that's the thing about South Alabama. If you don't like the weather today, wait till tomorrow.
Wait 10 minutes.
We'll have something for you that you might like or not like, whatever the case is. 62 degrees and overcast here at the studios of WOPP. Nice having you in with us this morning. Jody got to work a couple ball games yesterday.
That's right.
Trip on the other end?
First time in 2.5 years.
Really?
First time in 2.5 years.
Did you get back into mode?
Oh man, it took me about 10 minutes.
In other words, JV, you practiced on JV.
Practiced on JV and I was ready for varsity.
All right. Tripp done a good job. Tripp will be in today, by the way, at 9:05. But we're going to have John Dykes, I think, in today. I got to call and remind him. But we've had to recounsel, redo. We've been going to try to have him for a week. But we'll see if we can get John out here or not. Maybe we'll get him out here.
Yeah.
I found a copy of Jay and I was talking about earlier this morning. Lee County, Alabama tornado relief we've got a relief starting tomorrow. City of Wopp, Affordable Luxury, and WOPV. We're going to fill the trailer up.
Fill a trailer up.
I got to run by there and get a picture of that trailer, by the way.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help. Because I don't know if it's a small trailer, big trailer. I have no idea what it is. I guess hey, count us in. Yeah. It was one of them busy days yesterday, as you know.
Oh.
Wow. It was wow. In so many different aspects people wouldn't believe. But I'll talk about that in just a minute. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 1 o'clock to 6, there'll be somebody at the trailer to accept your items. And they're going to take it to Lee County on Monday. And the trailer's located at 1031 Douglas Avenue. That's the parking lot where the old Opmacola's swimming pool was.
Swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Easy to find, right across from the old school building or the office building. And parked right there, of course, with all the limousines, too, in that area. And what they're particularly asking for is detergent, large trash bags, cleaning supplies. And they also need some kids' snacks and kids' juice boxes. The things that the relief people bring, they bring them food.
Yeah.
But that ain't what kids want.
No, not a kid.
Yeah, they want snacks and juice boxes and stuff like that. So if you would help them like that, they're not doing without food. They've got basic food that they got. But the cleaning, you can't get enough cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, that kind of stuff. You can't get enough of it, to be honest. And of course, trash bags that just they're large. Don't waste time with little ones.
Yeah, just go ahead and get the large.
Big, get the 55-gallon ones if you can, and they would appreciate it very, very much. People have been wanting to know what they could do physically. Something we've been telling you where to send money, but there's people like to just get out there and shop and carry it to them in the bag.
Yeah.
Well, we got that finally together, and I'm going to say that. The folks at Affordable Luxury did that, and we appreciate them taking it by the home. He called me and asked me how to do it, and I told him what to do. He needed to do, and man, he followed it to T for us. Yeah. And anytime you want to do something, giveaways, games, or raise money, anything, I don't mind you calling me and let me tell you the legalities and what all you got to do and the step to get us involved. We just don't have time to do it, man.
No.
Our time.
After yesterday.
We are quite involved with a lot of different things. I talked to Sheriff Jones yesterday in Auburn after talking to the Auburn Network, who owns 4 or 5 radio stations in Auburn area, who we're doing some rattlesnake rodeo stuff with, and it asked the rodeo committee about sending the tickets to the mayor of Auburn. Because the mayors of the other 2 towns are just so inundated.
Yeah.
But the Auburn mayor, he really doesn't get all, like when I was talking about Selden, he's helping the other area, but he's not out there physically. And he said the sheriff is. And I said, I said, well, would he be? He said he'd be good at it. Man, he said he's a great guy. So I called Sheriff Jones, talked to him, and man, I was well impressed with him. And he will make sure that their tickets that we're sending up there for. The some down here just get away from that atmosphere for a day.
Much needed.
And he said it was much needed, and we had a great response on Facebook, liking it, and we thank you for that. And sometimes we come up with good ideas.
Yeah.
But sometimes every once in a while. But anyway, we appreciate our committee, rodeo committee, giving them lessons on that, and I think it's really going to pay off dividends. And the whole idea is to help people, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're part of us. They're only a couple hours away from us. I can stick that up there. I played the old ad a moment ago. The American Legion got several new things going on, like they're open on Sunday now. And they have a karaoke at 1 or 2. It's in the ad anyway. And, of course, they've also got Thirsty Thursdays now. Let's hear that.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Gas is open Tuesday through Saturday, and now open on Sunday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Also, Thirsty Thursday, happy hour and jam session on Thursday. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Now karaoke on Sundays at 2 p.m. Free pool Tuesday through Thursday. And we have bar snacks. And the the American Legion. Drop in and say hi to Jeannie at the American Legion, post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that song behind that. That's a good.
Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Yeah, that kid doing it. That really hit the spot, I think. Yeah, they go on private club, so they're open on Sundays, and they can stay open Saturday night after 2. I don't think many of them does. You're talking about elderly veterans, so you know they're doing a lot. They're most of them, I think, ready to go. So they're really doing it so they can go on Sunday afternoon and do karaoke and stuff like that. And pool, they got some nice pool tables there, folks. I went by there last Saturday, drank 3 bottles of water.
Yeah.
And ran into a lot of old friends. I had a good time, to be honest.
They have pool tournaments and stuff.
And then they have free 2 nights. It's just free pools that you can learn to play pool. So yeah,
Cool.
And our old buddy, our environmentalist buddy, he's DJing for them. So yeah. I need to tell you that Hardee's is now hiring. Flexible shifts, can work 1 day up to 5 days. Daytime crew needed. Hours from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Anything in between. In other words, you can kind of choose the hours. In other words, you want to go to work at 3 and get off at 7 in the morning and go and take care of the kids, care of them school and all that. And then if you want to come back at 10 and work to 2 and then pick up the kids again, you'll be got your 8 hours in too, see?
Yeah.
But you're still able to do the other. Just throwing an idea out there. Pay starts at $8 per hour up to $10 per hour. Please visit our website, snag, S-N-A-G-A job, and apply. Equal opportunity employer. And of course, you can go by in the afternoons. There's usually a manager there to give you an application too. So, but not mornings. They're super busy in the morning and understaffed right now too.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, check it out. Hey, it's a job. And the thing is, about after 90 days, I think it is, your insurance kicks in.
Yeah.
And then after 120 days advancement, you get promoted. So, you know, don't kick it, baby. And I know what them managers make. Now, they average 60 hours a week, but they make good money. They make good money. Yeah. But you have to start off at the bottom. You have to start in the kitchen. All these chains virtually want you to know how it feels in the kitchen first.
Yeah.
They're gonna work you a week or 2 weeks. They're gonna work you a week or 2 back there, and then put you on the teller and that kind of stuff. That's just. But it sounds like there might be an exception to the rule here. So because they're needing certain hours. So come on and talk to them.
Yep.
But if you want to do the career part of it, you will start in the kitchen.
You will start in the kitchen.
I know that. If you want to do the career program. So anyway, check it out. And we had one of our winners come by a moment ago. The 5th egg winner, Danielle Bronner. She found that egg on Lee Street. That's behind the old Williams garage, 2 blocks back. That was on Highway 84 west. And I think I did have it east somehow or another on that dadgum thing. I hit the wrong button. I put
you had it east, 84 east instead of 84
west.
Okay.
But also it's headed to Andalusia. So, like she said, I eliminated you couldn't go west to go to Andalusia. Pretty good. I mean, east.
You couldn't go east, go to Andalusia.
So she said, so it didn't throw me. And I said, well, thank you. So it was not intended to be a trick. There.
No, it wasn't.
I guess Robert screwed up.
Honest mistake.
I just screwed up. Pulled my finger in a hurry. But anyway, we do have one of there. We do have 2 eggs still out there. Let's find them in a hurry. So I want to get the gold egg out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a bonus added there.
Yeah.
They get the guaranteed to meet and greet each artist. How about that? And that's not a bad deal.
That's not a bad deal at all.
John Paul will take care of them. Our agent himself will take care of them.
Okay.
So you know, they when they come by and get their tickets, they'll be told to find me or Jay or Don or any of our workers at snake handlers. Most snake handlers know. They just find them and ask, where do I find John Paul? And or the agent. You can't remember their name. So the agent, and then we introduce you to him, and he will take care of you from there on. Because they might not have the passes right at that moment. Sometimes he don't get them in his hands till about an hour before the show or something like that. You never know. Everybody's different way they do it. So we just roll with the flow, see what happens. Hey, now we got 2 eggs still out there. Number 3, it pretty well, when you read the clues and all, you pretty well know it's at a church area. And then the 13th says you no services at the church in several months. So it's going to be in the church area that has no church services going on right now for several months. So, and then you read the other clues, tells you it's at the dead end, blah, 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 you know, all that kind of stuff. So now, you ought to be able to find it there. Egg number 4, I think I gave a kicker here. Last name of the road is a color.
Yeah, that should be a kicker. That should have done it, or should do it.
The last name of that road sign that we've been talking about, several other clues. Last name of that person is a color. Wow. If I happen to do another thing, I'm going to go out there and put American flags right where the egg's at.
Yeah. That would be fun.
I thought of that yesterday. We got to get them. We got to move these eggs, folks.
Yeah, we ain't got much time.
I've got 5 more I want to get out there, and I really want to get that gold one out there. That's what I'm wanting to get out there. So, some were bitching about my clues. Well, it's not going to get easier. I can tell you that. They're going to be clues like. Yeah. And if once you find the egg and you go read them, you'll find every clue helps you get there. So I don't know how to do it any other way. If you got any easier, we just have to hand them to you, and that's what somebody you want me to do. I got that. That's okay too.
But it don't work like that.
No, it's not going to work that way because we have too many people going out there having fun with their grandkids, kids, whatever the case might be, and it's good exercise and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, keep that in mind. What else is going on? Hey, we're going to be telling you about a open house next weekend, all that next week. And we got the pictures already on the website. Done had inquiries. I mean, that's great. It's at 707 East Ida. The open house will be next Friday from 3 o'clock until 6 and Saturday 10 o'clock until 3. So you can slide by there for the rodeo. And, of course, out-of-towners can catch it, too. That's the whole idea, you know. And, of course, 2 lots, fitting stands, great. I went by and saw it yesterday. Ooh. We got all the details up. We'll be telling you all about the details next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The main thing, keep in mind, is 707 East Ida. The negative part, 2 houses down from Don Chilbury.
That's the negative.
And Pam's in between. Oh, so I'm going to have fun on that next week. Thank God they're my friends.
They need to be.
I hate for them to be my enemy.
For real.
That would be tough. Let's see. What else I need to tell you? Opportunity EMS. I'll let you tell them about Opportunity EMS.
Okay, Opportunity EMS. It's countywide ambulance service with quality care with a Christian attitude. Now, they won't. You won't be able to call 911 to get them. They have to. They're not on the service. You have to call 493-0911. That's an easy number to remember now because it's 493-0911, and it's not only medical services that they do. They do like transportation for the elderly, and at a reasonable price. So call Opportunity EMS, the oldest advanced life support ambulance service in Covenant County.
You better believe it. Have you thought of using a professional service for your flower beds called Brandon Lawn Service at 985-402-5272 for a quote? Also, don't forget Ballard, Brandon and Ballard. That's pretty close, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Ballard Computer Service. Brandon Ballard. Okay. Actually, he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's pretty sharp. And sometimes you think he's out there in left field, but no, he's circling the field, what he's doing. And then he'll be back on right field, and then he goes center field, that's when he fixes
that mine is working 24 hours a day.
And that number to get a hold of him is 493-9737. 9737. And if you get the answering thing there, it'll tell you his cell number. But a lot of times the lady doesn't answer. I think he's got a new lady by now. Hopefully he has. I hope Dad ain't answering. Nah. But anyway, that's the way to get a hold of him. All right. And I need to tell you one more thing, and that's J.M. Jackson. I was by there yesterday briefly, and Tori and I went to the airport for lunch, and took care of some other things in Andalusia at the same time. But we had them beef tips there yesterday. Ooh, yeah, put them on rice. Had some fried chicken too. Had some ice cream too. Had big old salad bar too. Oh yeah. Oh, back to J.M. Jackson.
Yeah.
I flipped there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Bobby Hall, Jonathan Parrish, Cody Hall, Tori Risenhauer, Brad Booth, certified consultants. Johnny and I talked a little bit yesterday. He said, boy, everybody's coming in and seeing him, and he really appreciates the business and friendliness of everybody. Come on and join the family. Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Keep Brock straight in the back. Nolan, oh man, he makes sure the service is paid out from the service warranties. And of course, Jay helps you get it financed, and of course, looks over the whole group. But now he got some help. We're looking over Bobby and Jonathan, Cody and Tori and Brad. Carrie, Laney, and Joey Laney, they've been assigned to keep them. That's a tough assignment, ain't it, right there? J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick, buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. And let's see, I believe that covers that and that and that. What else we got? That, okay?
Yep.
All right. And got Trip coming in this morning at 9:05, but we're going to squeeze in Mr. John. Hopefully, I'm going to call him in a minute and be sure. And if he's available, we're going to slide him in and talk about the races coming up this weekend. And I know Trip will never be lost for words.
Oh, no. Never. Never.
Or statistics, that's what blowed your mind, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, last night that blowed my mind.
Yeah, and he ain't got no papers in front of him with that either.
And he knows his stuff. Let's put it like that.
Yep, he do. Let's go to Washington, D.C.
Jody, can I get your keys, please?
Destination
What?
Your keys?
Ethiopian authorities plan
They're
to
doing the
send the
graphs.
black boxes from
And I
last
forgot to
Sunday's
tell you not to
jetliner
park
crash
on the graphs.
to another country for analysis. An Ethiopian Airlines spokesman says the black box from the Boeing jet had crashed and killed all 157 people on board.
Yeah, I've read it down,
Bill.
Bill.
Overseas for analysis, but no country has been
Stuff going to
chosen
Lee
yet.
County.
The company says it has
You want
a
just the
range of
tentative
options for
schedules
the data and
or
voice
anything else
records
added?
of the flights.
Yeah, I want WOPP added.
What would you like added from WOPP?
I've got it on sheet. Where you got the sheet?
Is apparently partially damaged.
Oh, you done, you done typed up something. Yeah,
No, I just took what you said. Take what they had on
A
Facebook.
wave of groundings
This is what they
of
had
the
on
planes
Facebook for the
around the
tentative
world.
schedules.
I'm Charles Tilladesma. California's governor placing a more.
Oh, you know what, Ralph Lane Rodeo. I thought you were talking about the relief thing.
No one's been put to death in the state in 13 years.
No, this is going to Lee County Sheriff.
Paul Manafort.
Yeah.
will be sentenced
Well, see, when you said Lee County, I've got the other thing on my mind. Yeah.
He faces up
Yeah.
to an
Is that all you
additional
want in
10
there?
years
Yeah,
in
that'd be
prison.
fine.
U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson will decide if the sentences will run consecutively or at the same time. She could consider prosecutors' claims that Manafort tampered with witnesses after he was charged and that he lied to investigators even after he pleaded guilty and pledged to cooperate. Mike Hemp in Washington.
Desperate rescue efforts underway in Nigeria after a 3-story school building collapsed while classes were going on. Scores of youngsters thought to be trapped in the rubble. The Australian judge sentencing the Vatican's former finance minister for molesting 2 choir boys told Cardinal George Pell, "Your conduct was permeated by staggering arrogance." Pell sentenced to 6 years in prison.
It went beep, beep. I think it needs paper.
7 points. More of these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 8:32. Time for you to drop by CCB here in Opp, meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, and talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Dew. For Dateline Action News, brought to you by S&P Communications, J.M. Jackson, The Farmers IGA, Power South, CCB Community Bank, Blade and Weems Cafe, Hardee's, and the Woodmore, here on WOPP.
No. Don't turn in at the airport main entrance. Go to airport entrance number 3 on the airport road. Now we got
Now we're talking.
Blade and
Now we're
Wing
talking.
Airport Cafe, providing the best on the ground for the best
too.
in the air. Come and visit us Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5
I'll be getting low, I know.
Saturdays,
Much as I've gone through.
2 p.m. Breakfast buffet, $6.50 adults, $4 children 10 and under. Lunch buffet, $9.75 adults, $6 children 10 and under. Children 3 and under free. The Blade and Wing Airport Cafe. Come visit us today. We promise to treat you like family and make your meal a great experience.
An ex-Alabama policeman has confessed to a sex crime. I'm Joy Barge on your hometown radio station 12.
I don't like that voice at all.
Former Alabama police officer has pleaded guilty to sex crimes in 2017 involving a 15-year-old boy. Authorities say a then 39-year-old Shane Osborne met the teen on a Grindr app, then met him and had sex with him in a parking lot in his patrol car. Alabama inmate Robert Earl Council is on a hunger strike to protest what his attorney calls the Alabama Department of Corrections' unconstitutional use of solitary confinement. The Department of Corrections didn't comment on the man's confinement or health. Council is serving life for murder. On Tuesday, the Alabama legislature gave final approval to a 10-cent per gallon gas tax increase, handing a victory to Governor Kay Ivey. The tax will be used to fund road and bridge construction. With the news flash, I'm Joy Barge on your hometown radio station 1290 WO.
Manage your debit cards at the touch of a button. CCB's mobile app now provides you more confidence and peace of mind with our new Card Valet feature. Card Valet gives you greater control and security over using your debit card. Turn your debit card on and off, receive alerts, and manage usage restrictions at the touch of a button. Just one more way CCB makes your life easier. CCB Community Bank, serving our community since 1947. Member FDIC.
Presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station 1290 WOPP. College baseball, Alabama shutting out MTSU Tuesday 2-0 in Tuscaloosa. They win their 12th straight game. Drew Williamson driving in both runs for the Crimson Tide. 5 pitchers combined on the shutout. Alabama starting SEC play on Friday in Oxford against Ole Miss. Auburn defeated South Alabama 6-2. Connor Davis, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Garrett Weed allowed 1 run over 5 innings. Tigers win their 10th straight, and they'll face the Tennessee Volunteers on Friday. Grapefruit League baseball in Florida. The Atlanta Braves shut out the St. Louis Cardinals 5-0 Tuesday. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Tyler Flowers both with home runs. Braves will face the Washington Nationals today. College basketball SEC tournament starts today in Nashville. Alabama and Auburn both playing on Thursday. Crimson Tide taking on Ole Miss. Auburn will face the winner of the Georgia-Missouri game. Take advantage of Jeep's Freedom Days now at your local Jeep dealer. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station 1290 WO.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's, does it taste better?
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
My name is Jay Jackson. I'm the general manager at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet. If it's been a while since you've been to see it, or you've never been to J.M. Jackson, I would like to personally invite you to come see us.
Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Carrie Laney and Joey Laney, sales managers.
While some things change, some things remain the same, like excellent customer service and treating you like family. Come see us at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick. And remember, buy your car the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Merriman Automotive Products Race Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio. Goodyear's bringing a new right-side tire to the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series race at the Auto Club Speedway Sunday. The Auto Club 400 will feature a right-side tire with multi-zone rubber with a more durable compound of the tread's inside 2 inches. And with the outer 10 inches optimized for traction. The right side tire is now similar to the one used at other speedways. The left side tire is similar to one used at Darlington. The Auto Club Speedway is known for accelerated tire wear. Goodyear's trying to bring a tire that lasts longer at the track. The new compound was tested by 3 Cup drivers, Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. during a tire test at the Auto Club Speedway January 9th through the 10th. That's your Berryman Automotive Products Race Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio.
If you live around
this place has changed a lot over the years. Our community has grown. New businesses, new people, new demands on our electric system. But one thing has remained the same. Your Touchstone Energy partner is as committed to providing reliable power at a reasonable price now as they were when the lines were first strung. Rest assured, that commitment won't ever change.
The Op City Utilities, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Gary Owen Roberts, age 61, of Bob, passed away Saturday in a Jacksonville, Florida hospital. Survived by his wife, Tina Marie Libby Roberts, son, Leith Roberts, daughters and son-in-laws, Nina and Chad Williams, and Mandy and Vince McNamara. Mother, Mary Conley Roberts, brother, Tony Roberts, sister and brother-in-law, Janet and Danny McKinney, and Linda Johnson. 8 grandchildren. Funeral services for Gary Owen Roberts will be conducted at 11 a.m. at Westview Baptist Church. Interment will follow in the I Know Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation will be at Westview Baptist Church 1 hour prior to the service. Noel Herman Darnell, age 73, a resident of Bonneville, passed away on Monday. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Union Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Union Cemetery with Turner's Funeral Home of Luverne Direct Team. Noel Herman Darnell is survived by his wife, Catherine Early Darnell, daughters and son-in-law, Lee Ann and Terrell Brown, Karen and Kim Willis,
Call John Dykes.
Rusty Hick, and Bess Ashworth. Numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren. 2 siblings, brother and sister-in-law, Rhonda and Edna Darnell, and sister Sarah Johnson. The family will be receiving friends at the church Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Dookie Ennis, age 78, of Andalusia, passed away Monday in Dover.
Hey, John Dykes, Robert Booth. Reminding you, Wednesday, 9:05.
Wednesday? That's today, ain't it?
Yeah. You can anywhere from 9:05 to 9:20, somewhere in there. We already talking sports, and when you come in, we're just going to add the racetrack and all that.
Okay, well now, remind me again how I get there.
We're next to the high school. Go to Op High School. You know where Op High School is.
Paul Taylor Wiggins, age 84, passed away Sunday at
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
You know, if I go down 52 up here to where the bottom is, I turn to the
6
right,
grandchildren,
right there, and
funeral services for Paul Taylor Wiggins.
anyway, the high school's all up there.
Yeah, you go on 52. You come by the bypass, go down to the Church of Christ, the red light there. Take a right, and you'll go.
Wait a minute. Okay, I think I know. What's the name of that road?
I don't know the name of it. It's Highway 52.
Okay, go down Highway 52 up here.
It bring you right to town. You're gonna have the red light at the bypass. Keep on going to the next red light. Take a right. In downtown. Well, not really downtown. You're almost in downtown. Church of Christ is on the right. Ida. No, is it Ida? I think it may be Ida. I don't know.
Holy shit. I found it last time, Bobby.
Yeah, you'll find it. Just come in from Kinston. Just keep on coming. Go through the bypass. Go to the next red light. Take a right. Then you're going to see the high school. And then you go past the high school and you turn on Cameron Road. There's a big sign up there that says Transportation, and then under it's got WOPV with an arrow.
Okay.
I guarantee you when you see it, you'll remember it. Guarantee you.
But I go crossover ministry down there, and it's at the bottom of that hill. I turn to the right.
Crossover ministry. I'm double thinking. You're on the. If you go to crossover ministry, you're on.
I'm on 52.
Oh yeah.
It's the one we have the thing for every year.
Yeah. If you go by cross. Okay, when you go by crossover ministry, you want to take the first right to the left, right there at the veterinarian office on the right. You take that'll be on That's Barn Street. You go just travel Barn Street till you see the high school, and you're going to go through I think at least one red light, but then the high school's on the right, and you have to enter the Elba Highway just briefly. I mean briefly, like 50 yards or less, and turn right on Cameron Road. Right there at the bus. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, when you see it, it's all your memory's gonna pop back when you see it all. I guarantee you.
Shit, I don't know, man. My memory's got everything on. Well, I'm fixing to leave in just a minute, then see if we can be there on time. Or if I can get sharp, see if we can get there on time.
You can drift in a little late, no problem, because we'll already be talking. Me and Tripp and ours will be talking sports and all that. No problem. We just bring you right on in, okay?
That'll be fine.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
The county commission has reversed course and decided not to greenlight plans for a new mental health facility next to the county jail. Commissioners initially voted in favor of partnering with South Central Alabama Mental Health to construct the facility, but an uproar from the residents caused commissioners to reconsider. The county commission held a groundbreaking ceremony a few months ago to celebrate what it called an economic development project with a promise of 25 jobs. The common theme among the concerned citizens centered on safety. Commission Chairman Greg White said the issue is dead and he does not foresee it coming up again. Help us with the Lee County tornado relief. The City of Affordable Luxury and WOPP fill the trailer for Lee County. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 1 o'clock until 6 p.m. Trailer located at 1031 Douglas Avenue. Items needed: detergent, large trash bags, cleaning supplies, kids' juice boxes, kids' snacks, and more. Taking the trailer to Lee County on Monday. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, help fill the trailer for Lee County. 1 o'clock until 6. The Rattlesnake Rodeo Committee has sent 50 tickets to Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones, who will be giving tickets to the rodeo March the 23rd or 24th to storm victims that he sees and think they need a day away from all the problems they have been facing with their family. While this is a small token, as Sheriff Jones said, this could be just what the doctor ordered. He says he appreciates the folks in thinking of his friends in Lee County. The Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 11. 1 holding for another agency, 4 for violation of probation, 2 failure to appear, 1 weekend time, 1 SONA, 1 theft of property 1st degree, 1 for domestic violence and harassment 3rd degree, 14 released, 5 of those sent to the Department of Correction, 217 in the Covington County Jail.
Parents who enjoyed the convenience of having their children get flu shots at school last fall will have the opportunity for their children to get additional vaccines when Health Heroes returns to all schools in Covington County on Thursday, but the shots cannot be administered without a release form from parents. If you have any questions, you can contact your child's school.
If you change your mind. The cast and chorus of Mamma Maria have been learning lines, music, and dances in preparation for the performance set for March the 16th and 17th. The storyline is Donna, Kathy Powell, an independent hoteler in the Greek Islands, is preparing for her daughter's wedding with the help of 2 old friends. Meanwhile, Sophie, Katie King, the spirited bride, has a plan. She secretly invites 3 men from her mother's past in hope of meeting her real father and having him escort her down the aisle for the big day. The play features the music of ABBA. Rattlesnake Rodeo is accepting applications for arts and crafts vendors. 12 by 12 space, $100. $50 for electrical hookup. And $10 for city license. For complete information and application, go to www.rattlesnakerodeo.com. Or phone Liz Lindsay at 334-858-6624. Or the City of Hop, 334-493-7840. See you at the rodeo.
The 59th Annual Rattlesnake Rodeo, March 23rd and 24th. Snake shows, kids activities, arts and crafts, snake races. Headlining Saturday night, Tyler Fogg. Sunday afternoon, country superstar Craig Morgan. Advance tickets at City Hall, $10 per day. Day of, gate tickets are $15 a day. Kids 6 and under, free. Gates open 8 a.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sunday. For more info, check them out on Facebook or online at rattlesnakerodeo.com.
The Covington County Emergency Management Agency and the National Weather Service are looking for a few people interested in the weather to become weather watchers. The National Weather Service Mobile office will offer a free basic Skywarn weather spotter class from 6 until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26th at the Covenant County Administration Complex. The office is located at 260 Hillcrest Drive in Andalusia. For additional information, you can call 334-428-2670.
AMVETS Post 23 in Opp, Alabama is hosting a Veterans Appreciation Day with a luncheon at AMVETS Service Center at 203 Martin Luther King Drive in Opp on Saturday, March the 30th, 2019. The luncheon is scheduled to begin at 1300 hours and run until. Post 23 is providing barbecue sandwiches with baked beans, coleslaw, and soft drinks. The event is open to all veterans and their families. A DJ will play music of the 60s through the 80s era beginning at 1200 hours. Bring yard chairs as seating is limited. To ensure enough food is planned, please RSVP by calling Paul at 815-712-2515 or Dennis at 334-406-2576 and let us know the number in your party.
The big event, one big day, one big thanks, one big event. Saturday, April 6th, 9 a.m. until noon. The big event is an opportunity for LBW Community College students and employees to say thank you. Need lawn work done, cars or windows washed, painting, lightweight moving, furniture or boxes, dinner or cleaning, sweeping, light bulbs replaced, or something else? Call us, maybe we can help. Job sites include residences, churches, schools, or businesses within 10 minutes of LBWCC Andalusia campus. Deadline to apply is March 22nd. For more information, call Diane Cook at 334-881-2256 or Jason Jesse at 334-881-2245.
S&P Communications on the North Bypass here in Opp for your professional radio communication and tower needs here in South Alabama. Call on Jay Sperling and staff for all your generator needs for your business or your home. The in-place generator or the portable generators. Don't be without power during or after the storm. Sale, installation, and service. Call S&P Communications, 493-6729. We know how to keep the lights on.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To refill a prescription, press 1. To hear pharmacy hours and information, press 3. To speak to the pharmacy, press 0.
Then hang up your phone and give us a call at 493-4517. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to our friendly pharmacy staff members without having to remember which number to press. We will gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance company will be the same. If you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us a call at TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue, Opp, Alabama.
Baseball and softball for this week. Thursday, the Opp ladies JV and varsity at Andalusia at 4:30. The Opp JV will be at Geneva in the doubleheader at 4:30. On Friday, the Opp High ladies will play in the Arrington JV tournament, and the varsity will play in the Andalusia tournament. The Opp JV and varsity will be at Red Level at 4:30. Saturday, the Opp varsity will play in Andalusia tournament, 2:30 Theodore, 5 p.m. Andalusia.
At LBW Community College in Opp will once again be open to the public for annual Skills USA Fishing Tournament on Thursday, March 14th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. with proceeds to support student skills competition. Entry fee is $5 for students, $10 for others. The award for the biggest fish, $75, and the smallest fish, $25. Register on site the day of the event. Proceeds from the fishing tournament are used to sponsor students in local, state, and national competitions in which students demonstrate occupational and leadership skills. For tournament rules, entry forms, and more information regarding the Skills USA Fishing Tournament, visit www.lbwcc.edu or contact Denise Sauls at 334-493-5328.
Run for God. Opp 5K Challenge for beginners will begin Saturday, 7:30 a.m. at the Opp First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. There is no registration fee. Come dressed to run your first 1 minute. There will also be a walking group. Classes will be held every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 5:45 p.m. and Saturday mornings, 7:30 a.m. for 12 weeks at the Opp First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. Run for God.
The Opp Equine Association will hold the first fun day of 2019 on Saturday, March the 16th. There will be classes for all ages and levels of experience from lead line to Super Senior. Barrel exhibition will begin at 2 p.m. and the fun day will begin at 3. You must be signed up to compete by 2:30. We will also have some great food in our concession stand. In case of inclement weather, please contact Susan at 334-504-1391 or Brian at 334-804-5056 or check our Facebook group, Equine Association, for possible cancellation.
The Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo 5K 2019, Saturday, March the 23rd, Opp High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Opp. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time, 9 a.m. sharp. Race day registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15. For complete information, go to OppRattlesnakeRodeo.com. That's Dateline Action News. Opp's only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense. This is your hometown.
One of the biggest questions facing Opp, Alabama, and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Here's your weather bug, LA weather. I'm KJ Matthews. For this morning, partly sunny skies, southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. The afternoon high up to 78 degrees. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low dropping to 64, south winds of 10 miles per hour. 50% chance of showers for Thursday. Tomorrow's high and mostly cloudy, 77. South winds of 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low 63. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, high 71. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 60 degrees is our low this morning. Winds are from the east at 3 miles per hour. The official sunrise at 6:59. The sunset will be at 6:52. 10% chance of rain today, 20% tonight. It is overcast. 64 degrees here at WOPP. Have you thought of using a professional service for your flower beds? Call Brannon's Lawn Service, 985-402-5272 for a quote. All right, Trey Pooh's coming up next here on WOPP. We have the news. Trip will be in. John Dykes from the racetrack will be in.
Well, good morning, my friends, and welcome back again to Moments with the Master. My name is Trey Poole. I am the minister of the gospel right here at the Opp Church of Christ in Robert. It is good to see you this morning as I try to get situated in this seat and get comfortable and get ready to share a few moments together with you in the Word of God. We're talking about this week looking to Jesus. Looking to Jesus for life, for love. Now today we're going to talk about looking to Jesus for strength. So I hope you'll prepare yourself for a few moments of focused attention into the Word of God. But Robert, it's good to see you this morning. Hope you're blessed. And as we get started, let's be reminded that God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Your Bible says in Psalm 119, verse 105, Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my pathway. So let's think about this for a moment. Look to Jesus for strength. You know, Robert, life is not easy. Now, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell anyone out there in the listening audience that life is just not easy. Life is full of ifs. In fact, you can't spell life without the word if. L-I-F-E. It is hard. It's a roller coaster, up and down, full of trials and tribulations, sorrow and pain and strife and so much stress and heartache. All of these things. Life is good. Oh, but it takes some kind of strength. But you know what? We can't live the life that God lays out for us in Scripture on our own power. It just can't be done. We can't be and do what God wants us to do in and of our own strength. I'm reminded of a very familiar scripture, Robert. It's in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, where Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You see, Paul's not being arrogant or full of himself in this scripture. Notice what he said. Let's break it down for just a moment. Paul said, I can do. That's pretty positive. You know, straightforward. I can do. What can you do, Paul? All things. Well, Paul, you're getting arrogant now. You're getting the big head on us. No. Think about it. He said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Paul is saying, I can't do all this that Christ wants me to do on my own. He said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. In other words, the strength of Paul's life is the Lord Jesus Christ. He's the wind beneath our sails. He's the one that enables us, empowers us, equips us to do what he's called us to do. In fact, in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 10, there the Apostle Paul said, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Be strong. Where? In the Lord and in the power of his might. So we look to Jesus for strength. We look to Jesus for the power and the energy that we need to do what he's called us to do. And we find that strength in the Word of God. We find that strength in prayer. As we read the Word of God, you know what we're doing, Robert? We're listening to God talk to us. He's communicating with us. God has always communicated with man. And in written form, we have the intellect, the mind of Almighty God. We read the Word of God, and it gives us strength. It is that spiritual nourishment that our inner man, our spiritual man needs.
Oh.
Peter describes it like this in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the Word that you may grow thereby. Oh, the Word of God, as the Hebrew writer tells us in chapter 4, is spiritual milk and meat. And the meat of God's Word is for solid, mature Christians as we grow. It helps us to be strong, to grow stronger. And prayer is our communication to God, talking to God. And we know that James tells us in James chapter 5, verse 16, that the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Robert, I heard someone say one time before that prayer is the Christian's voice of faith, and that prayer is like oxygen to the human body. You can't live without it. So we look to Jesus for strength. We look to Jesus for strength in his Word, in the avenue of prayer that we have as children of God. So, my friend, I want to challenge you today. You're looking for life and love. You're looking for strength to make it. Look nowhere else other than the Lord Jesus Christ. May God bless you.
This is WOPP in Opp, Alabama. Let's go to Washington, D.C. Well, that's not what I want. Let's try this right here. Well, I'm hearing myself on Facebook, I think.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
I'm sending
good.
a link to somebody.
All right. Good. Now I think we'll go to Washington, D.C. Well, when it wants to. There.
This hour from townhall.com.
How about that?
Destination unknown. Ethiopian authorities plan to send the black boxes from last Sunday's jetliner crash to another country for
Yeah, YouTube is not just a couple seconds delay.
It's not bad at all.
Facebook.
I actually thought about swapping over.
Part of the public fine.
It is. It's easier to do Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 7 or 8 people watching yesterday during the JV game. Had 4 or 5 during the varsity game. I think what most people do is they'll pop in and just to see what the score is. And they'll pop off and then they'll come back on.
See, right now we got 1, but we've had over 30 or 40 that we know of. That's another thing, you don't know all the time either.
Yeah. Especially if it's public.
Mm-hmm.
It is back to court today for Paul Manafort.
Manafort will be sentenced for the second time in as many weeks. He faces up to an additional 10 years in prison. U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson will decide if the sentences will run consecutively or at the same time. She could consider prosecutors' claims that Manafort tampered with witnesses after he was charged and that he lied to investigators even after he pleaded guilty and pledged to cooperate. Mike Hempel, Washington.
Desperate rescue efforts underway in Nigeria after a 3-story school building collapsed while classes were going on. Scores of youngsters thought to be trapped in the rubble. The Australian judge sentencing Vatican's former finance minister for molesting 2 choir boys told Cardinal George Pell, "Your conduct was permeated by staggering arrogance." Pell sentenced to 6 years in prison. Now futures up 57 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Bobcat baseball and softball broadcast here on WOPP. Brought to you by Southern Independent Bank, Hardy, The Country Kitchen, Up and Rehab, CCB Community Bank,
Thanks, Ward.
J.M. Jackson, Chevrolet Buick, TNC Pharmacy, Ford Beverage Company of Troy, Blade Clean Cafe, Opportunity EMS, J.R. Lawnmower Shop, S&P Communication, Mediacom, the City of Boston, Mayor Brackey, the Council Building, and the City of Orleans. Tune in to Bobcat Baseball and Softball here on WOPP, your official Bobcat Broadcast Connection.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. College baseball, Alabama shutting out MTSU Tuesday 2-0 in Tuscaloosa. They win their 12th straight game. Drew Williamson driving in both runs for the Crimson Tide. 5 pitchers combined on the shutout. Alabama starting SEC play on Friday in Oxford against Ole Miss. Auburn defeated South Alabama 6-2. Connor Davis, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Garrett Weed allowed 1 run over 5 innings. Tigers win their 10th straight, and they'll face the Tennessee Volunteers on Friday. Grapefruit League Baseball in Florida. The Atlanta Braves shut out the St. Louis Cardinals 5-0 Tuesday. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Tyler Flowers both with home runs. Braves will face the Washington Nationals today. College basketball SEC tournament starts today in Nashville. Alabama and Auburn both playing on Thursday. Crimson Tide taking on Ole Miss. Auburn will face the winner of the Georgia-Missouri game.
Might have saw their bubble burst last night.
Now at your local Jeep dealer.
We'll talk a little bit about it. The magic of March Madness.
Yeah, Auburn gonna do better than Alabama.
Oh yeah, they're a lock for the tournament. I just don't want them to get in. I want them to get in and do something. I mean, I want them to at least get in the semis of the SEC tournament so they can get a better seed.
Qualifying at 3:30 and racing at 7. And then Sunday, gates open at 9:30. The party.
We'll run that racing thing, then we'll do it. John coming in.
Alabama Speedway, Highway 52 between Hot Big Gitsta. For complete details, go to SouthAlabamaSpeedway.com.
Merriman Automotive Products Race Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio. Goodyear's bringing a new right-side tire to the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series race.
Right side tire, huh?
Speedway Sunday. The Auto Club 400 will feature a right-side tire with multi-zone.
I saw on the news last night they were about racing at the Pensacola track. You know, it's like real NASCAR.
10 inches optimized for traction. The right-side tire is now similar to the one you.
And we'll do that, especially as they get into some of these tournaments and stuff they want to talk about. And we've had Coach Cassidy in, and we've had, let's see, McVeigh in, and those are the 2 right now. And of course, We had Woody in with his victory and all, and
that was sweet, and that's still that's going to be remembered for a long time. What a year that was for basketball this year.
Basketball is way up, while other sports are on the iffy side, but we're
They have
rebuilding.
been,
Yeah.
and right now basketball. When's the last time basketball was the most successful guy sport?
In the 60s, maybe.
It's been a while, and it looks like baseball still hasn't finished the season, but
oh yeah,
we'll see how it turns out with them. They're off to a bit of an iffy start, 3-5 so far. They had suffered a 3-1 defeat last night at Ayrton. 11 strikeout. They were 11 strikeouts I saw from the book, so it's hard to overcome that when a pitcher strikes you out 11 times.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we knew it was going to be a young billing season, and he knew he had some pitchers. He said he got to work on the defense and bats, and of course that makes sense.
It does, and I think that's been the thing with softball as well. Last night was a bit of a rough one against Geneva, which is a loaded team. They're about like we were last year. They were.
What do you think they're the favorites this year?
They were the heavy favorites to win the area going in, and they're going to be the favorite. They'll probably host the area tournament. So it's between us and Strawn as to who goes to Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
It's only a 3-team area, so we got to beat them.
We got to beat Strawn.
And if playing Strawn and beating Strawn doesn't motivate you, then don't put a Bobcat uniform on. That should motivate you right there. Them and Andalusia. If you don't want to beat them, then you don't put an op uniform on, because those are the two biggest ones.
You know, something I noticed, I stayed a couple of innings with the JV last night, but I got to see that 7th grader that's so good with the bat. That young lady can hit.
We got 2 of them.
Oh.
We've actually got 3 of them.
Really?
The leadoff hitter is pretty good too.
Ah, okay.
She not only that, she is fast and quick, and she stole the base. And Geneva had a pretty decent catcher.
Yeah.
And not even the catcher could catch her.
Yeah.
And that was pretty. They're a pretty decent team that we played yesterday as well.
Come on around, John. Come on around.
How y'all doing?
Doing
All
fine.
right.
Doing fine. We've been talking a little softball and baseball, because that's what schools are involved right now. But I hear some engines running down towards Kinston, Alabama, and so I know it's about to get racing time down in Kinston, Alabama. Is that right, John?
Yeah, I got one down there today for practicing.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll start really coming in Thursday and Friday.
They'll be starting in tonight.
Oh.
Tomorrow they'll start coming in.
That's like a little city inside the little city, isn't it?
I think Mark told me this year that we got over 100 campers that'll be there.
That's more than out at Lake Jackson, I believe.
There's quite a few of it shows up every once in a while.
Yeah, it dawned on us last year when we ran out of mobile places out at the lake for the rodeo. Well, why don't we go down the racetrack? They got places down there.
Yeah.
So,
We have under power and water. I think we have right at 80, and then
Really?
the other ones were not unimproved.
Wow. And big races like this coming up weekend, virtually all of them used?
Yes, every one of them.
Every-
And I imagine that some of them went out to the lake. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
And motels from Enterprise, Andalusia, all around the area, aren't they?
Yes, all the ones here in town are booked up, and I had to go to Enterprise to get one of the technicians down there a room.
A room. Wow. So that's a pretty good economic impact for our community, John.
Yeah, it should help out.
Yeah. I'll give Mayor Bartholomew praise on his first year as mayor. He made me understand the economic impact of the racetrack.
Yeah, there's a lot of bleed down from it. A lot.
Yeah.
Money goes round and round. A lot of people don't understand that. They think when you spend $1 with somebody, that's the end of it. It's not necessarily true that way. Because
Turns
you
8
got,
times. Yeah. And then also the involvement with the big crossover event. That's been a big thing for crossover, big blessing for the community.
Yeah, now we don't have near the late models down there. We don't have late models anymore because it's just too expensive, you know, unless you got one heck of a crowd. People don't realize just what it costs, you know, just to have the late model race on Sunday afternoon. Now ours is online, so you could go and add it up if you wanted to, but the purse is about 70 grand just for them alone.
Wow.
I ain't counting nobody else's.
Wow. So it takes sponsorships and the gate, don't it?
Yeah, it takes everything.
Before we get into the weekend, John, I saw you out down there. He's redoing his concession stand, and one of the compliments I hear from the general public, reasonable prices on your concessions.
We try.
Yeah, and the food's pretty good too. On top of that.
Yeah, my wife and daughters, they do a good job with it.
I know when I run down there on this, like the rattlesnake on Sunday afternoon, I don't stop to eat. I go right on and eat with you.
Well, I appreciate that. Sure do.
Cut out of church just a little early, you know. Brother Gary goes in that closing prayer.
On the back door, right? You know, we'll have church services anyway.
That's right. That's right.
Sure
all right, Friday. What happens Friday down at the track?
Well, Friday they'll be having practice for the late models. I think it starts at like 11, and then we'll have qualifying. Won't be no qualifying on Friday. It'll be the local practice coming in after the late models, and then we have racing on Friday night. And then on Saturday, I think we start with the practice for the late models at around 11, and it'll be 2:30 or 3, and then we'll have qualifying after that, and then we have the practicing for the locals, just a brief practice session, and then we go into racing.
Right.
And then on Sunday, I think church services starts at 10.
Right.
And we have a live band now.
Yeah.
Live gospel band that'll be there, and they're good. It's the Benton Brothers.
Benton Brothers, okay.
They're good.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the chaplain there, Eddie Barton. He's in Atlanta. He does their services up there, has several times in Atlanta, and he will be here.
Good.
So, I mean, if they want to hear a good message and some good music, I mean,
come on out.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
And it starts, like I said, I think the gates are going to open at like 9:30. If it's not,
9:30.
It's close to 10.
9:30. Yeah. That's what's posted. Yeah.
You say you know more about that than I do.
Well, I cut a spot and brought it up and sent it to y'all and see if y'all liked it. But the thing is, right before the race, you park all the cars, have all the drivers out, and we'll bring out the snakes, and kind of because it is the snake race, and the general public can come on the track, and they have roughly 15 minutes of that area, according to how you're running on time. I know that, but they can get pictures with the racers, different ones.
We've had some big names there before.
That's right. Some of the racers get brave and get a picture with a snake, don't they?
Well, if we get into winter circle, they're going to probably have one.
They got to do one then. But they get to normally they get a pretty girl with them too.
Yes.
That helps.
You know, I think the Queens are going to be. I think Kinston and Opp, from what I understand.
Cool.
I know that my wife had said something about that.
Well,
they wanted to be there on Saturday night, but she didn't think she had the space for all of them. Because they're going to have, I think, the cheerleaders and the queens. So I think she's going to have Ops queens there on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's when they'll get to meet, on the public down on the
track.
Front stretch. Yes.
And have a short snake exhibition.
Well, I think they're going to have one Friday or Saturday night also.
Are they going to go down Saturday? Done and then going out?
Boxed up top of there.
Okay. I kind of let Dunn and Pound and all that take care of that. I just kind of show up on the Sunday one because I've done it so many years.
Well, I hear that.
John knows if he needs something to track, I'll do it. But I guess I support his track because it's a good thing for our community. But I'm just not a racing fan. I hate it, John. I'm just not a racing fan. I'm
That's all right. I'm not football.
Yeah. So I mean, but I do support what's going on down there, and I've got friends that turn to racing to get away from alcohol, and that's when it dawned on me. that that's a good thing. And they started racing their small cars and all that, and some of them build on up, and some of them, I saw it as a tool. And
We try to be family oriented.
Mhm.
We don't allow even alcoholic beverages there. I mean, we don't go out and just try to pursue it to the point to where we harass you over it. But if you're open a container there and we see it,
Oh,
we
yeah.
will have it, disposed of.
Be gone.
Yeah.
Kind of like rodeo. Be
But,
gone.
I mean, if you stay in line and you don't flash it or anything, we don't try to hunt it. But if we just happen to stumble upon it, it's gone.
Oh, sure, got to. You have no choice.
I mean, it's family oriented. We don't allow profanity there. If we get, if we can help it. If you start using profanity, like I said, a lot of times people will call us and tell us, and we'll send somebody that's not in uniform around to you and try to sit down. And if we can catch you at it, we will escort you out.
Now, in the circle itself, the racetrack's there, and in the circle, you got all the cars, and he's got a kind of little city there. He's got concession stands and all that, and got tires, selling tire and parts as necessary. The parts and stuff that that might break during a race. Is that it?
Yeah, the late models, they have their own truck.
Bring that in.
Yeah, they bring that in, and they set it up, where the late models are parked at, and then do it. And then also we have, the guy that does radios and all. He's there. He works on the radios and all for them.
Kind of like a little
pretty
city.
good size.
Kind of like a little city inside the circle.
Yeah, I think with this year we've had a lot more that was registered than what we have this year, but I think there's 28 super late models, and this doesn't say, that some won't show up that is not registered.
Right.
Because we will start up to 30, and if we have 31 or 32, I ain't gonna send two home.
The track's been also noted to bring in big racing names, sons.
Yes, we'll have some there this year.
They've been well known for that.
Yes.
It's just a great track for them to learn on, isn't it? I hate to say learn, but all the racers love the way it's banked. That's one of the compliments you get out of the track.
It's got about a 12 and a half degree banking in turns 1 and 4, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. About 12 and a half, and on the front and back stretch, I think it's like 5 degrees.
You get a lot of compliments about the banking on it. Somebody.
Yeah, ever who engineered it, I mean, I had nothing to do with that. Didn't even know about it, but ever who engineered it, they done a pretty good job as far as banking though.
I heard the story, and I wish I could remember it completely. Mr. Foley told it, but he took Talladega, he took several other tracks, and compromised. That's how he came up with.
Compromise if it was a Talladega.
Yeah, but
Talladega, you can't even stand up on.
No, you'll slide down on it. Yeah. But that's what he done. He took all the tracks around and figured it out, and came up with it. And
it's good.
Yeah, done a great job. I forgot the guy that first done the work, but they haven't changed that banking from the time it opened.
No,
that banking has stayed the same.
Yeah, we've had it now. Over half the length of the track. I mean, over half of the length of the track that's been open.
The history of it, yeah. You're the longest one now.
Yeah, we've been there 22 years. Now.
Really? Don't seem like that long, man.
Yeah, 22 years.
22. Whatever made you venture into the racing anyway? I hadn't heard the story on that one.
Robert, that's different. At the time that I bought it, the guy down there, I'm not even going to call his name, but anyway, he didn't have too much of a clue on racing. And at that time, there was about 3 or 4 of us that raced, including my brother-in-law.
So you were racing? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was racing there and got barred.
Buy it, there's your barred.
I got barred for taking up from Mark over some wheels, which the guy that measured on the wheels didn't know what he was doing. And I tried to help him by showing him a book, how to measure wheels. If you don't know how to measure them, I got a book that shows you.
Shows you, yeah.
And they wouldn't look at it. And I didn't say too much to them that time, except you will look at it. And so we wound up him looking at the book and me getting barred. So, so I got barred for life. And so then he went into bankruptcy. And when he went into bankruptcy, I thought, well, shoot, we'll just buy
The
it.
bar.
So some of the locals down there said that they or heard me tell him that night, I'll just buy it. But no, I don't ever remember saying that. That don't sound like me. But I wound up buying it through bankruptcy.
I'll be dang.
We've been there now 22 years.
Yeah.
And it's been good to us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you undertook it the right way, and I saw you grow. I mean, you literally growed. You've virtually replaced everything that the seats. I mean, virtually everything's been replaced that over the 22 years.
Just about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done a lot of remodeling too.
Some of them wasn't by choice, like the press box.
Yeah, I didn't know choice. It burned. But we had already added on to it.
Yeah.
We made it about twice the size it was before it ever burned.
But I'm tell you that y'all had it together when y'all replaced that. Y'all replaced that sucker in a week or less, wasn't it?
It was less than a week. Yeah.
Wow.
It burned down, and it was back up with it burned on a Thursday morning. And on Sunday afternoon, we had power back in it, the walls up, and the lights on.
Unreal.
And then they finished up the interior of it.
Yeah.
By I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we was racing at it that weekend.
Unreal.
Quick, very quick.
You had some good help, undoubtedly.
The Lord, yeah, the whole community that races down there just about showed up.
Really? That helps tremendously, doesn't it?
Yeah, Ronnie Sanders, I know a lot of people know him.
All righty.
My daughter had made the comment, you know, that Malia, she always got help on everything, and she couldn't even get a sink moved that she wanted moved in the bottom. And Ronnie Sanders drove from Atlanta, Georgia down here and moved her sink.
They moved her sink for her. Wow.
Because I didn't have time. I mean, you know, I was tied up there trying to get that because it didn't happen a week.
Yeah.
But I won't ever forget Tim Bryant and them called me and offered, you know, to all their equipment, everything they had. And I told him, I said, no, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
And he said, well, do you realize it's only a week? And
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but I think we'll be all right. And we opened up with our equipment.
I learned another thing about John. He's kind of like me. He wants his hands on everything, but sickness made him learn that you don't have to be over everything, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it
And
was
that's
an humbling experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spent 2 months in UAB.
It will run without you.
Yeah. When I had found out that I just couldn't stay up, I had told, you know, Malia and Sonia and Kevin, you know, I put them in charge of it. And they done beautiful.
Yeah.
As fine as you could ever ask for.
And still doing a lot of it
Oh,
for you.
Lord, yeah, yeah. I made the comment here a while back that it was a whole lot harder to get your title back than it is to lose it.
You're just the handyman now.
That's about it. That's about it. Unless I notice that something other is not going like it's supposed to.
Oh, you're the troubleshooter too.
I don't mind calling any of them Sam. Not a bit in the world. I mean, they're still my youngins.
Always will be one.
Yep. I don't mind calling her hand to it either.
What's the price for the races this weekend?
The Friday night, I think is $10. Saturday night is $20, and Sunday is $20. You can get the package, I think, for 3 days, you know, or 3 nights of it, and the practice sessions and all. I think it's like $45.
It's a deal. I mean, it's cut.
It's cheaper than any of the other ones around here.
Yeah.
I think our package deal is pretty close to what, you know, 5 Flags Sunday race is.
That's a good deal, then. I think one of the other things that catches my attention, it is a laid back, serious but laid back atmosphere, family orientated.
Yeah.
You want people to have fun. You want the kids to have fun.
The only thing we ask is we don't mind you standing up and hooting and hollering, you know, for your favorite driver. We don't mind that. The profanity is what we mind.
Oh yeah. Kids don't need to hear that.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
And there's some households that they get plenty of that. So they don't need it. They don't need it down there.
Yeah.
And we have, like I said, we have escorted several out, and we'll escort them out again.
That makes you only stronger.
I believe it does.
With your regular fans.
Yeah. Oh, I've had them to stand up and cheer when we get one that was you know, being obnoxious or whatever to the crowd. I've had them to cheer whenever we would. And I have warned them on the radio before, on the PA. I've had the announcer to tell them that we won't tolerate it.
Now, in my mind, because I've seen it at other events too, those that you have to escort out, could you smell a little alcohol on them?
Sometimes, and sometimes.
Sometimes not.
Sometimes it's just downright meanness.
Just pure mean without any help, huh?
Yeah.
But that's part of the world.
Yeah.
You gotta,
we don't need that time. I don't ask for that type and don't need that time.
Yeah.
We love families. We like children. So I mean, you know, we try to be family oriented.
One other thing people may not think about, you're an additional employee. I mean, you got employees that work every other weekend, and it's extra money. Retired lady, I know one lady works in the ticket booth that's been there for a long time.
She's been there a long time.
She goes to church with me, and she's my buddy.
Yeah.
And she loves doing it, first of all.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she doesn't mind the extra money.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I know the lady that works down in the concession stand in the pit. She's been there a while, and it's a extra spending money for their child or grandchild and stuff like that. So your economic boost for that too.
Yeah. Well, right now we're looking for an EMT that might want to work practice sessions for us. I think just for EMT, I think it pays like $12 an hour just you know, straight.
Just hang around during the time. So any EMT listening, EMT, come see John.
Or paramedics, either one.
Either one?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, if they want to, if they enjoy racing and they want to come down and just be a part of it on practice sessions and all, they need to contact us and we'll be glad to.
Would that mostly be nighttime or?
In the winter time, in our regular time in the summer, it runs from 5 until 8.
So it's after hours, a lot of jobs.
Thursday night before the race on Sunday.
Okay.
A race on Saturday. Good Lord, I mixed up with one, Robert. I think you woke me up.
Oh, okay, good.
But anyway, we have that, and then on the time just before the big race, we race on Sunday, or practice on Sunday afternoons from 1 to 5. So they would have quite a few hours, you know, especially just for the Rattler, and then they would have 3 or 4 hours every 2 weeks. Otherwise,
you know, another compliment I hear, and I'm the same way on this part. Even though, like I said earlier, I'm not really a racing fan, but when you go to Talladega, there's so many blind spots. There's not a blind spot on your track.
No, you can see pretty well. We have all the trailers out, especially on the Saturday night race. We do not do it on the Friday night race because a lot of our locals, you know, just have small trailers, and we allow them to stay in on Friday night. But now on Saturday night, all enclosed trailers are out.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, all enclosed trailers are out.
So you can see the backside with no problem.
The reason that we started that was there was a couple that was sitting there on a Friday night watching the race, and I walked down and sat down with them, and I asked them, I said, are y'all planning on coming out tomorrow? And she says, you can't see anything. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, the haulers has got everything blocked. And I looked around and I said, you know, you're 100% right. And I said, I promise you, you can start coming because the next race that will change. And that's when we was running them once a month. And so the next time we had them pulled out.
Yeah.
And from then on, that's what we did.
Did they resist a little bit pulling them out?
Not really.
Okay, they understood it. They understood it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we had also put it on the website that we could start then.
Okay.
And, so they could see it on the website. I mean, if what they're going to voice, they could have voiced it before they got there to race.
Well, I know racers are kind of like broadcasters and all. They don't like change, but right at the moment. But if you let it set in, they'll take it pretty well. Yeah.
Most time that's got a lot to do with it. It's the fact, you know, you can tell them ahead of time, and it's not near as bad as just being blunt.
Now you do something. One other thing he does that I hear about. He ends the season with a little banquet for all of them and gives awards and stuff like that. I think they really appreciate that.
Yeah. We give 2 dinners to our drivers a year. one of them is an appreciation dinner, you know, for them being there. It all started because of the trash down there. And what it was, Benefield, Herschel Benefield, he didn't ask the drivers or anything else to help, you know, police themselves. And they would just throw trash down everywhere. It looked like a garbage dump. And at that time, Sandra and I was one that was cleaning it up.
Yeah.
And so I told Sandra, I said, I think I'm going to see, you know, if I can entice the drivers to help us.
Right.
So I told them, I said, I'll tell you guys what I'll do. I said, if you will help us keep these grounds clean, I will promise you that I'll buy you a dinner at the end of the year. So anyway, at the end of that year, they had done just exactly what I'd asked them. I mean, they done great. And so I told them, I said, all right, it's time for me to pay up. What kind of dinner do you want? And they said, we want ribeyes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, ribeyes? They said, yeah. I said, you said or whatever we wanted, so we want ribeyes. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I said, you want to let me clear this one with Sandra. So anyway, we decided that we would do just what they asked us. This is one of those gray areas. You left yourself open, so you're vulnerable. So we did. We cooked 277 ribeyes that night with baked potatoes. And since then, it has been barbecue. Oh, Lord, because it's so much easier because we have a barbecue king down there, and you just put them in it, and, you know, it'll cook several hundred pounds at a time.
Yeah.
And it'll cook chickens, ribs, and pulled pork all at the same time if you don't put them in there. Doesn't make a difference to it.
Feed them up, huh?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in the hospital, you know, Jamie Bowers, he carried his barbecue grill down there, and they had hamburgers that night. Now, I don't know how many hamburgers they fixed, but I understood it was a pile.
A bunch of them, huh?
Offhand, we feed probably on that dinner, probably around 300, I would imagine. And at the banquet, we feed, this past time, we had 277 there, and then plus our employees.
Right.
So you can hold up to 299 at the facility, and Malia said it was pushing 299.
So the driver and their spouse is what you entertain?
Yeah, and ours is cheap compared to everybody else's. You get 2 tickets, and you know, to the banquet for $10.
Oh yeah.
And that's for the drivers.
Yeah.
And then at the banquet, they're $10 a piece.
Yeah. You ain't gonna beat that. It's not a moneymaker.
No, no. There's a lot of things we don't do down there for money.
Swift. Let's go back to the crossover. That you had been thinking about wanting to do a race that helped the community, and I remember Mayor Bartholomew called us up to the city hall, and I was one of them, and we talked about this, talked about that, and then somebody hit on crossover.
Yes. I had brought it up to my wife and all several times. You know, I was trying to get together on what to do with it because I wanted to do a free one. Because we did the $2 night and we did the $5 night. I wanted to do a free one because I told her, I said, nobody does it. And so anyway, you know, they didn't want to do that. I mean, you know, but then I said, well, maybe we can get some help with it.
Yeah.
So we started to, you know, shipping it around or passing around as to what we could do. And then I think it was Joe, or it might have been you, I don't remember who it was, that brought it up, you know, about crossover.
I think Joe said it first, and I thought it was the connection. So the same highway, man.
Yeah.
A rock throw from each other.
Yeah.
Just made sense, didn't it?
Right. And because I was wanting to go with the Humane Society shelter, but I mean, when I heard that, I said, that's perfect as far as I'm concerned.
I don't even think we had to take a vote. I think everybody in that room got to agree that was the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 100% after it was brought up.
Yeah.
So, because I was for it. I mean, that was fine.
So you kind of, you know, you have to figure that somebody up above has something to do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's worked that way too, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been good for us, been good to them too, I think.
Fill up that trailer plus some more.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's done pretty good.
Yeah,
The community comes out real good for it. I mean, the first year was the biggest by far, so we hope this year will, you know, outdo the previous ones. But the first year was the biggest by far. We had standing room only that night. They were worried about having to turn some away, but we was able to let everybody get in.
Yeah.
And it was full.
Just about all, you have good attendance just about every race.
Yeah.
And then some of them are bumper crops too.
Yeah, some of them we have is pretty full.
Yeah.
Now, anytime that you have the turnout of drivers on a regular show that we do, it's going to be pretty good attendance, because even if you took the drivers' families only, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's what you kind of base it off of, because ours last year hit over 100 drivers.
That's super. Yeah. Well, I know I get to drop in every once in a while at the coffee table. I'm getting old enough to be a part of that group too, but I don't have the time. Sometimes I'm the only one that's employed at that table, but the rest of them are retired. But a lot of those guys talk about going down to your track and care of their grandkids. That's a Saturday night thing for them.
Yeah. You know, the kids, a lot of time, if you'll watch, they'll be behind the grandstands playing football, or some of them just flirting.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we don't, try to encourage that by no means. But the kids playing football and all, as long as they be careful, we don't mind. They'll play. Some of them I've seen out there with them little fuzz balls, playing baseball with them and stuff. I mean, we don't mind that.
Kids being kids, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
We want them to remember, when they get older.
Do you help people get into racing? I mean, you help give them some hints if they want to get a race car and how they got to start off or something like that, or direct them to somebody.
You know, we have the very bottom to go, which is it's the cheapest by far. And there's a lot of them that's racing in that now, and that's the mini cups,
the mini cups,
Sportsman, and the Coyotes, which is your 4s and 6-cylinder class. So.
You let them know. Some of them don't have no idea what it costs, and they need that. You know, it's not cheap by no means, but it's not super expensive, but it's going to cost some money.
If you run it in either one of those classes, we'll let you pretty well get by with just as long as you got the basic safety equipment. If you're getting lapped about every 5 laps, I mean, we'll still let you stay out there. I mean, a lot of people just want to be able to ride around and say they raced.
Oh, yeah. Well, being on the track is a different world, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I've run a bunch of them over the years. And it's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of adrenaline.
Do you ever get the fever to do it again?
No, not anymore. But
pace car's enough, huh?
I don't even drive.
You don't even do that.
The funniest thing was that I got fired from that job.
You got fired from it?
Yeah. They're supposed to go in whenever you on the one to go. They went off and you go off in turn 3, and whenever I used to do it, we go off in turn 4, and I went right on by turn 3. Didn't go till I got to turn 4, in the entrance.
Old habits are hard to break, aren't they?
Sometimes they are. I heard some of them come on the radio and said, "Where is he going?" Oh Lord.
John, I wish you the best with the weekend. I know it's going to be good. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate with you. We're going to have a little
better.
Tomorrow's going to be a little bad, but after that, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah. I think it's 0% chance for Saturday night, 0% Sunday, and it's supposed to be sunshine.
Oh, we'll take that one.
Yeah.
I'll take it the next weekend too.
The only thing that's kind of bad about it is the fact, I think it's supposed to be right around 40, 42 degrees. That's the only thing, but that's in the morning time. So I don't know what it'll be that night.
Well, Jay and I mentioned yesterday, I think, the wind sitting on the bleachers, it's pretty cool, so carry a blanket with you.
Yeah. If not, cover you some coveralls or a real good jacket.
But one of them wool blankets are great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and it works real good at the racetrack.
Yeah, we have some there too. I mean, if they come with that one, a lot of times we have them. And they're pretty cheap.
Well, John, thank you for coming in today. And,
man, I appreciate you.
Keep up the good work and keep up the community relation you got going on.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Trip,
Yes.
What's going to take place in ball Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Because we got some changes.
We do. Got some changes coming up. Thursday, or tomorrow, we've got we had a JV baseball game scheduled. That's going to be now on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock in Geneva. Tomorrow we've got the Lady Bobcats will be in Andalusia, and the Friday night we are loaded. Friday night with a lot of baseball action, a lot of softball. We've got varsity and the JV baseball teams playing in Red Level, and then we've got the middle school. Middle school baseball will be having their final games of the season down in Marianna, Florida, and then softball will be playing over in Andalusia. There's a tournament going on there. JV team was supposed to play in Ayrton. They have backed out of that tournament, so so some of them could play with the varsity over the weekend.
So your seasonal schedule is not accurate.
No, there has been for those in softball, there has been an updated schedule posted.
Okay.
And baseball, the only change is JV is playing over in Geneva on Saturday morning, so instead of tomorrow.
Okay.
I bet they probably double scheduled somehow.
We will try to update our sports at 2 o'clock this afternoon when we update. So we'll correct those things. We went with the old schedule.
And I do, and I post it every week on Bobcat Sports. Whatever is set for that, usually it goes up Monday. I usually try to have it up by Monday at lunch. We have the schedule for the week, and that's always subject to change.
Oh yeah.
Especially in this season with the weather sometimes not cooperating. But I try to have it up so everybody will know what's going on and when.
Well, of course, when we're carrying the baseball games, the weather don't affect us too much.
Nope, it sure doesn't.
Softball affects us.
Yes, and they had the stands moved yesterday, and
yeah.
I think that might be a good thing. Trying to get we've been trying to get a box up there. I think what they're going to do is bring some more in to put where those were. May not go up quite as high, but still wondering kind of what they're going to do as far as the press box there, because we still need one.
Rumbles now that since we started the other, I think they're getting serious. I think they already had one drawn up, but I think they're really getting serious now. A 2-story deal.
I think it's going to be a 2-story deal, and it's going to go in behind the stands. From what I understand, somebody said it would be 2 stories. It will connect to the concession stand somehow, and there won't be a concession stand there, but I think it will connect to the concession stand. It'll be 2 stories, and they're going to put bathrooms on the bottom.
Okay.
And they're going to, it's time to get rid of that. I think we're the only place that has the bathroom so far out in the outfield.
Yeah.
I think they're going to just tear that down. So.
Well, now down in T.R. Miller, you walk 2.5 miles because you have to go to the football stadium.
Oh yes, I do remember that. That at the baseball field, yes.
Yes.
It's you have to walk down to the bathrooms and there's a couple of schools that do that.
Yeah.
Because their baseball field's right by the football field,
so
you have to
Lou
share
Verne's
the
that way, I
bathroom.
believe.
Yeah, Lou Verne, you do that too.
But it ain't that.
It ain't that far.
It ain't
to walk.
2.5 miles.
It ain't that far to walk at Lou Verne. Yeah, you do go to the football field to use the bathroom there too. There was 1 or 2 places I know we went with the football field, baseball field are right there side by side, and you go there.
My only you and I can walk that far, but there's a lot of grandparents following them kids. That's too far for them.
It is.
That is considered. I bet half your fans are grandparents.
It seems that way. I mean, you go to the. Last night I was looking at the people sitting around the backstop, and you're right. It's mostly grandparents doing this, sitting there.
Some of them with walkers and all, you know.
Yeah, one or two I know that have walkers.
Yeah.
And just going out to left field over there at the softball field, that's a little far for them to go.
Miss Waller came up as I was leaving too, and She loves sports. She said when you was married to Robert, you had to learn to love sports. And I said, yeah, and you had a son, wasn't too bad. She said, yeah, he played all sports in it. So I enjoyed hugging her neck. Hadn't seen her in a while to talk to her. So yeah, I mean,
that's what I had been told. It would probably be 2 stories, and it would be in front of the concession stand, and they were going to put the bathrooms in on the bottom. So it's like somebody said yesterday. I said this is 5 or 6 years past due.
Well, maybe our talking about it and all, and starting something, had an idea of a portable building, but if they're going to do that, then we need to hold on and put our money towards whatever they want to do there. But anyway, we're going to see.
I think the stands I think they moved them a lot because maybe some of the fans said they couldn't see all the way because the dugout's in the way.
Right, it is.
And you know, now somebody said you could see the entire field.
Yeah, they're missing third base.
Yeah.
So, you know, good move. So I hope they're going to make more plans, and as they get the updated facility, more tournaments can be hosted.
We're already looking at, you know, they of course they had the JV tournament last year, or this year. You know, we've had that for about the last 15 years. There was plans for a varsity tournament this year, but another tournament that is a little more important was going to take place on that weekend, so we had to drop it. But they are looking to do a varsity tournament next year. So I think now it's getting to the point where just about every sport is having one. Where Coach Edwards, I think, is going to have one in basketball. And I think Coach Brantley had an idea of having one for volleyball. So it's probably, you know, it's good, and it brings in money, and you know, I think it's all the coaches realize now, you know, we need to have these.
It brings in for the community, and then also raises some money for them too, for various expenses.
It does. Any overnight trips we do. Like, I'm sure what money was made at the softball tournament goes, you know, if the team goes to Gulf Shores for regionals, for the tournament we're going to do that up in Montgomery, that'll be an overnight tournament, and a lot of the money goes towards that.
And people may not be aware of this, but like the buses, if the band uses it, they got a figured mile that they charge them out of their funds and the driver. If the football uses it, there's a charge. I mean, they charge it out to the departments. Biology class goes to a science show. It's charged out that way. Now, yes, some of the things they're not able to repay the school on that, and that's fine and dandy. But they do go through the procedures.
They do, yes.
That's check and balance.
It is.
And not misusing your funds.
That's true.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah, it is more to it than people think. Way more to it.
But the buses, having them here, also opens a lot of opportunities, because like the Rattlesnake Rodeo, they're on call if we need them. If we have to start parking people at high school, they'll call a driver in and start busing them.
That works.
Yeah.
That definitely would work.
We're going to have to pay by the hour and pay the miles, but that's okay.
Right.
And that's another thing. Other events that it comes out of your mind. You know, it can't interfere with a regular bus route.
That's true.
But otherwise, you can hire the buses for a church thing. I mean, you just talk to the transportation director and see if they can work it out. Because we're in the transportation business.
That's right.
It operates separate. It has its own funding. Thank goodness. We got. It's really it's helped. It's not uncommon to me see buses going everywhere for our.
I do. Every time I go to a ball game somewhere, you'll see a bus or two going by, and it may not necessarily be taking kids home.
But half those kids would never get to go. Not trying to down nobody's home life or nothing like that, but the fact is, about half those kids would never get to experience other things in life without school doing it for them.
That's right, and a lot of them would not get to go. You know, if we didn't go to some of these places, you know, like going like softball going to Gulf Shores.
Oh, yeah.
There's not, not every parent, not every kid who plays is going to get that opportunity to go, and to play at a place like that.
Right.
Not every parent gets to go. I mean, that's there's been several years that I've gone and we've gone, and there's mamas and daddies that can't afford to go.
I remember in high school, the big event for us was in FFA, our agriculture, get to go to the Montgomery Garrett Coliseum. That was a big
Garrett
deal.
Coliseum, yeah.
Yeah, they had the big state fair there.
Yeah,
and
still there, still there.
That was a big event for a Wopp boy. The 9th grade, anyway.
Yeah.
By the 12th grade, I'd done been too many concerts up there then. Didn't care about
yes,
going.
I know. That's definitely, and while we're talking about Garrett Coliseum, that's not a place for basketball.
Oh, we discovered that, didn't we?
We discovered that the hard way this year. That is not a place for basketball. But it's,
no bounce on the backboard, are there?
No. And it's well, and everybody's going to have to get used to it because it's locked in there for at least another 5 years. I think the contract's run 5 or 6 years, so they're locked into playing there.
Wouldn't it be nice if they would host a tournament somewhere before the finals up there?
It would, where we could get used to the backboards. Not having the wall behind the backboards.
But I think Willie's going to try to eliminate some of that. He's going to.
I think he's going to try to have a practice somewhere where they may have a deep wall or something. That can get them that perspective if we make it back there next year, which I don't see any reason why we can't. And
nothing else, we can go to half court and move a portable goal into the half court and get that image.
That might work as well.
You lose your depth conception without the wall behind it.
Yep. And that definitely what affected this year.
We have no doubt it.
Big time, that's what affected this year.
I think that was the difference, don't you?
I think so.
You put them two teams back together and put them in a regular gym, I think all wins.
Yeah, especially if it was in ours.
Oh, yeah.
The sub-region game was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And you see what a home crowd does for you.
Sure. Well, next week is a big broadcast week. Got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I think we get into area.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Softball played their first area game last night.
Yeah.
They fell to Geneva. But the good thing is it's only a 3-team area, so if we take care of business and get strong, the kids will still get to go to Gulf Shores. I think, realistically, that's the goal. It's just to get there.
Get there.
And Strawn is. I think they got their first win last night, so our records are about the same. I think we've got more losses. We played more games than they have.
Right.
I think they're like 1-6 maybe. I think we're 1-8. So that'll be a dogfight for sure.
You going to cover any of the games this weekend on Facebook?
We will have both games tomorrow in Andalusia.
Okay.
Softball. Friday, baseball is over at Red Level. Softball will be in Andalusia, and middle school will be playing in Marianna. I'm probably going to go to that. That's their final 2 games.
Okay.
A little bit of a trip there. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Never been down there I've been there, but I've never been to an event at the school. And then Saturday we will do baseball is playing a 3-team set at Andalusia. They're playing Theodore and Andalusia. We'll have those 2 definitely, and maybe softball depending on what time they play.
All right.
So I think we're going to be spending the next few days over in the Andalusia area.
Then back on the radio Monday.
Back on the radio Monday, I believe softball again. Enterprise.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, won't it?
Should be. Those are 2 good games over in Enterprise. And I actually liked where they played them. They played them at Donaldson Park.
Yeah.
Versus playing them at the Henderson Park.
Yeah.
They played them right below where the baseball field is.
Yeah.
And to me, I think that's a better environment to play in.
Donaldson, if I remember, is the older park.
It is.
And
Named
after Mayor Donaldson.
It is, and it's
Cousin.
and to me, I'd rather play them there than play them at the Henderson Park. There's only 2 fields there, and and I don't know. There's just something about the field's better, the seating's better, and it's just.
Is that also the park LBW ladies play at?
This is Enterprise.
I mean ESJC.
I don't know if they play there or not.
They don't have a field on campus they play on. They play off campus.
I think it may be.
I know that.
I think it may be there.
That may be behind the seating and also good.
It just seemed like it's pretty good.
Well, Look at there. It's timed out. So I reckon it's time to go.
I reckon it is.
Now we'll